Hey, what's going on? You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, episode 274. Tonight I'm joined by Wade, aka Unparalleled Universe. He's going to be talking about his Odious Kickstarter, which is live right now. Go back it. There's a link in the video description. I'll just play a little bit of music until while you back it.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one.
Let's see all the name. Let's try though. Let's still try.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, where I open up some new toys every week, the latest and greatest collectibles in the game. I get to hang out with a cool guest, and of course, you in the chat. So thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We have Wade here, dude. I forgot you were in that intro. That was like,
I was just gonna ask. Am I always
years ago? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That was like the first time you were on, and I think I sent a bunch of clips to my nephew because he was doing video editing. I'm like, can you make an intro? And I guess, you know, he saw that clip and put it in there. So you've been in there since years now.
Damn. Yeah, that was 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
20,
crazy.
Yeah, 2020, man. Something like that.
That's cool.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was on here not too long ago, right?
Yeah, you've been back a couple times. You know, being very, I guess, diplomatic.
What the hell does what does that mean?
You know, like a politician, just you know, just not really, just trying to be nice, not
like
not
an
stirring
American
the pot.
politician.
Yeah, like an American. Well, yeah.
The good ones. No, that doesn't work anymore, huh?
Is there's? Yeah, I don't know.
It
Dude,
doesn't
it's
work.
crazy.
Yeah.
We don't need to start like that, do we?
No.
It's
cool.
talking like hella smack about your politics.
Oh man, it's cold game. It's cold game right now.
I mean, it's fun. I know some stuff, and I've seen stuff in the news, and it's crazy stuff. But that's not what the people are here for.
I don't know if fun. I don't know if I define it as fun. It's insane. It's hilarious.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like season 1 of this show was hilarious, but then now I call it season 2. It's not hilarious because a lot more people are being hurt.
Yeah,
affected. That part's not funny. But like when the president goes up and he says like remember when he was trying to pronounce acetaminophen when they were talking about Tylenol?
Yeah.
Right? He goes, well, there's drugs like, and he goes like this. He goes, aceta, well, and he says well like that. And like comedically, it's so funny. The timing's good. You know he's just lost. It's like, well,
yeah.
And you look at that, you go, that's harmless fun. That's funny. I don't care what political side you're on. That's just comedy. But when
that's hilarious,
people are like getting, you know, picked up off the streets and, you know, not getting food and things like that, that's not funny.
Or today when he's like, hang those people.
Oh yeah, dude.
One of my favorite innocent funny ones is when he said, you know, just stop taking aspirin. It could only good happen.
Yes, it can only good happen.
That was my favorite one.
That was out of control. He sounded like I don't know if you watch enough of DK when he was on here. He speaks like that sometimes.
Oh,
it can't bad happen. It can only good happen. That's funny.
It can only good happen.
Oh my god,
man, it's cold game.
That's
here.
like the season 1 stuff that was funny. We're off to a good start. We've got some stiff competition tonight. Like the Mondo guys are streaming now. They have the voice of like the original voice of Raphael on there. They're talking about that 1/6 Donatello that they have out or pre-order.
Yeah, it's you know, I know that a lot of people do their thing on Thursday. I wonder why.
I don't know. A lot of people do. I mean, it's only 7 days a week, and how many people are doing YouTube, right? And I think the more people that we get to know over the years, then we're more aware. You know, like if you go buy a new car, and then when you leave the lot, then you realize, oh shit, everyone's driving this car. But you know, it's like this phenomenon where you know you're just clocking it now. But you've been streaming every day, right?
Yeah, on some level, I've been trying to, I jump on with guests, or I do, I already do my Tuesday and Fridays.
Yeah.
And then, I've been jumping on, Instagram every day, trying to do some stuff. I don't know if it's helping me really, because, you know what I've come to find out? I'm not that interesting. So like day to day, I don't have anything good to say. I'm all, hey, what's up, guys? Plus, there's no toy news. There's like nothing to like, no toy drama, no nothing to jump on and be like, hey, did you see that Hasbro's blah blah blah, or did you see? There's nothing.
Oh, are you one of those channels that thrives off of Hasbro messing something up so you can talk?
No, I'm not. But when I'm doing them every day, it'd be cool to have something to discuss, like whether it's drama or reveals or just something. But like, I don't know if it's just bad luck, but there's been like nothing. All I have is my Kickstarter. It's like my Kickstarter,
Isn't that good for you? Like if it's, there's no other news, like keep pumping out your thing as the main toy news. We've been streaming
I think people
Wednesdays. I've been trying to plug the Kickstarter, yours and Mike's every Wednesday so far.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Mike. His funded fully. That's awesome, man.
Happy for him. Is there like still some time left on his?
I believe so. I think he has some time.
I'll check that. Yeah, no, but like it's cool. I like your streams because sometimes I come in and you don't necessarily have to have toy news. You guys end up talking about every random tangent you can think of. Sometimes I go on there and I'm not sure if it's frozen or you're reading like a chat. No, well,
or I left to go repark my car. I've done that a couple times. I'm like, I'll be back, guys. Yeah. I'm like, I'll be back. I just leave the chairs here.
Is it like street parking there? Like street?
No,
parking?
That was like Halloween. Like I needed my car out of the way. And my wife told me to do it, but I just forgot. So I was on the stream and I think she said it in the chat. Like, did you move the car? I'm all shit. I'll be back, guys.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
That's the best part of the show.
Mike has 15 hours to go on Mythic XD, but it is funded, so hopefully that pushes more people to go back the project. But Wade, thank you for coming through today. You obviously have a Kickstarter that's happening right now, and I'm like, dude, I'm pretty sure the majority of the people who are going to be watching tonight already are on your streams and already know about the Kickstarter. But I'm like, it would just be fun to talk about, what kind of challenges you've had with the project, what changes you've made, things like that, and in case the off chance somebody hasn't heard it yet or hasn't heard about the project, would be cool to hear about it from you. So thanks for coming through.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for having me, man. No, and I see some names that I don't recognize in the chat. So hopefully, I could convince one or two of them to go back the Kickstarter.
Why don't you name them directly? They would like,
sure.
People like to be shouted out.
Slinky G13.
Is your YouTube doing the same thing where it's showing people's IDs instead of their like?
Yeah, and then people get mad because I don't know who they are. Like this one guy Hankin, who's been like commenting forever. I was like, I only
know one Hankin though.
I know, but his name wasn't Hankin on the thing. I know his thumbnail, and I know it was Hankin, but like it said like the Monkey Boy or something, and I was like, I know who that is. I know what's his name, but I can't remember his name. I was describing how he looks. So he looks kind of like Thor. But yeah, Slinky G, that's the name I don't recognize. Batman, where'd it go?
Bat Collects?
Yeah, wait, no, I should know that.
No, he knows you.
Yeah, he knows me. Oh, Toys and Tits. That's one I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weekly viewer. Thank you for being here.
Cool. I think that's this one here, Zio Adams.
Zio Adams, man.
Zio Adams.
From I think from Italy. I think.
Toy Rinsu. See, yeah, there's a couple here. Flash 81. Right there. There's like 4 people. Man, if I get 4 backers while I'm on here, I'll be a happy camper.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you for coming on. I know you're on the West Coast. You're just finishing work. And what's the toy scene like there for you? I know you did a little bit of hunting on the way home.
Yeah. Not a whole lot. Like for a minute there before Legion's Con, I was going to Ross constantly because I heard there was a lot of good stuff. And shout out to AZ Toy Hunters Guild, who he finds all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So yeah, so I was hunting for some stuff, but then after Legion's Con, I was like, no more hunting. But today I stopped just because the commute was long and I wanted to walk around. So Yeah, I didn't find anything though. I mean, my Ross finally got some new stuff, but just nothing that I needed. And then I went to Target that was right next to Ross. Man, it makes me mad how like light the Legends presence is at Target. It like there's not a whole lot. All they had was the Legends Storm, which is pretty cool, but I didn't buy it. I kind of feel like I need it, but
Is that the retro card one?
yeah, with the black suit.
Yeah.
There's that one, and then the Evergreen Spider-Man or whatever, the one that's like the movie version that's supposed to always be in store. It's like yeah. That's all they had. I was like, isn't there like a bunch of waves coming out? Like there's the comic wave, the executioner wave. There's like all the kinds of 2-packs. 2-packs are already on sale on Target, like the Gamerverse stuff, and it's like I never saw these in store. Except I did see the Psylocke set in store, but like it just kind of like, damn, I wish there was more presence here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny because they have those store exclusives, and you'd think it's part of like some sort of contract. Hey, if we have, if you give us an exclusive, we'll have this many of your store pegs full of your product like all the time. So I get maybe it's just your store. I don't know. I know like through the whole U.S. distribution's kind of erratic. It's not like all the time everything's there.
Yeah. No, it's. I mean, it's such a big area and so many different places.
Yeah, and like I guess that's why sometimes stuff just ends up at Ollie's and Ross. It's like it just fell between the cracks, and then now it's not on like the shelf pegs anymore, and they're just throwing it out to the clearance places.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like we were just saying, I was looking for that Lilandra set. Like that one came out this year. And it's like I never saw it in stores. I don't think I ever saw it in GameStop, like nothing. And then now it's like on clearance for $13 at Ross. It was like a $60 set or something, or $50 set. But yeah,
if you went to Ross and shout outs to AZ Toy Hunters Guild, like you said, and he posted that McFarlane, was it the Batwing? That's $80.
Oh yeah.
If you saw that, would that be a pickup just because the incredible deal it would be?
Nah, that's one of those ones how we were just saying where it's like I don't need to just buy like that is a cool piece for sure, for sure, and for whatever the Ross price is, I'm sure it's worth it. But like, well, I don't have like a Batman movie display area or anything, so I wouldn't need it.
You just came back from Legion's Con, and I think that was really cool timing to promote the Kickstarter. How did that go? And did you have any pickups there?
Yeah, I picked up some cool stuff. Oh, damn it! Unfortunately, my wife boxed it all up because I had it all over the place. But I do have one guy here. I did pick up this.
Oh, the koi.
Yeah, super cool.
Let me see.
And then I picked up. I did pick up the. Damn, where is it? I can't find it. But I did pick up the scaphoid. Oh, am I showing it again? Here we go. I did pick up the scaphoid guy too. Cool. I don't know if you saw that one. The exclusive.
I don't know what that is.
It was like that green and purple skeleton guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. Has like soft goods. It's the Four Horsemen are doing updates of like older characters, right. And that's an update of an older one they did. But yeah, Legion's Con was amazing. It was a little weird trying to promote my Kickstarter out there because like one thing about Legion's Con is like people want to go like buy shit. They want to go buy cool custom stuff and go home with it. Yeah. So like there'd be a lot of people would come up to the table and I'd be like, yeah, check out the Kickstarter. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna back it, but I got to get past Legion's Con. I'm like, no, it doesn't charge you. They're like, no, yeah, I know. I'm all right. So I think like backing the Kickstarter feels like you're buying something, but you don't get to take anything home. So yeah. I totally got it. But my thing was, hey, it got in front of them. I spoke to them. Hopefully in a week or two, they're scrolling and they get reminded and they go back it. So, yeah, I think ultimately it was good. And I sold, I had my custom head sculpts that I went out there and sold. That went really well. And yeah, it's a good time, man. Legion's Con. Are you close to like New York where you're at?
Yeah, I'm close-ish. If I drive, it's probably like a 9-hour drive to New Jersey. Parts of New Jersey, yeah. 9
hours is pretty crazy. But yeah, like if you ever get the chance, like Legion's Con is an amazing convention. One of my definitely, I always say like it's neck and neck with Comic-Con, but like a totally different style of convention. You know what I mean? But as far as like
in the hotel too, right?
Yeah, that part's amazing because you know how like you go to Comic-Con and you leave the convention, you go out. There's like the nightlife aspect or whatever if you're into like orgies or whatever. But like then you then you kind of go back to a hotel and whatever, and it's cool. At Legion's Con, it's like the convention never ends. Like the actual convention. Like when people are in the lobby, it doesn't feel like nightlife still. It feels like you're part of the convention like the whole time. Like people are sitting there playing with toys. Like it's the same people that were in the convention. It's the vendors. It's all that. And yeah, just so cool. Such a good time.
Yeah, I do want to make it down there one day. I've mentioned before here, like I have family in New Jersey, so I've made that drive. Well, I've made that commute my whole life.
Okay.
Driving it is rough, but I've done it before. So like it's something that's on my list. I'm just figuring out when to go down, when things calm down out there, right? But it's cool to see people. And like you said, people go there to spend because there's awesome customizers and artists, and it's like, what can I get here that I can't get anywhere else? And that's probably why like your Odious exclusives, right? Like sold so well. But like, it's a marketing thing for you. It's a marketing expense for the Kickstarter to get in front of people who are into like people who make their own things.
For sure.
And dope figures like that.
And the thing too is like, when you compare it to Comic-Con has, 120,000 people in the building there. Legion's Con maybe has, 5,000, 10,000, something, like a good amount.
That's
but
huge.
Like, yeah, it's a lot of people. Like, I'm not saying like it's a low amount of people, but although that 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is, all those people are into what I'm doing, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone in there is into 1/12 scale fantasy inspired figures. Comic-Con, there's 120,000 people, and maybe 10% will like them, and that's probably more than what's at Legion's Con, that 10%. But chances are they're not going to get in front of your table because there's so much to look at, and it's so huge. Like I had a table set up at Comic-Con a few years ago. And yeah, I was tucked in the back a little bit, but I had several people say they couldn't find me. I didn't get a whole lot of traffic. It wasn't like as good.
You're lost in the mix of everything.
Yeah, you're fighting for too many people. You're fighting with too many people for people's attention.
Yeah.
And unless you could get into like an ideal spot, like what I kind of the booths that stand out to me are the ones that are at the end of the aisles.
Really?
To me, yeah, because they're usually, when people are trying to make it quickly through the convention, they're cutting through that center spot that like where the break is, and then there's people kind of set up on the ends of these aisles. But if you're on the inside of these aisles, people are trying to make their way up and down. It's so crowded. Typically, people give up after a couple aisles because it's so crowded.
Yeah, and then just go.
They go down that middle section.
That's smart.
And then but it's impossible. It's so expensive to get those middle end like spots.
Yeah, because sometimes people are just like, they're zombies. They go in and they see stuff, and then they just hover and clog up the entrance.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
So then it's like, let me get past all of these zombies and so into the parts where you want to be. That makes sense. That makes good sense. Well, it's cool, man. It's cool that you were able to get in front of that audience. I think dedicated shows, like action figure shows like that, obviously more targeted for the right audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Hoping tonight people watching or on the replay are in your demographic that you're trying to reach. Are you ready to talk about the Kickstarter? I'm going to pull up the page.
Yeah.
I'll go through some new toys that I got this week that I can open one or two near the end or after we go through this, and see what's good after that. Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. We are at 15 let me get this text out of here. 796, what's up, dude? Sonic Rockman X, Batforce Grumps, good to see you all. Dom Muchiciaro. Rick Dom says Kevin does New Jersey series coming soon. I don't want to do New Jersey. I've been saying for years. I remember once going to a wedding and it smelled like sewage in New Jersey, and I couldn't remember what town it was. I think it was Rahway. I just remembered while we were talking about New Jersey. Rahway, New Jersey. So it's not really like, I don't always want to go to New Jersey.
New Jersey's pretty cool. I don't know. I know it has like a bad reputation, but I mean, the area where Comic-Con's at, Legion's Con is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Rahway doesn't speak for all of New Jersey, but I was a little soured.
Damn.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That is all it takes. All right, 15 days to go. Odious, the Cowboy, and the Soldier 112 scale action figures. This is your second Kickstarter. The first one successful, right?
Yep,
Very
very successful.
successful. Community loved it. Did you feel like the majority of your backers were, people from your channel, people from the community? Did you have to reach out more to outside of your circles?
For the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like I have 1,000 or 50,000, or I don't know how many subscribers I have. 70,000. I don't know. But it's not like, I don't know what it is. It's kind of hard to reach those people. Those people kind of feel like just numbers sometimes, because it's like I can't reach them for whatever reason. So the last Kickstarter, I got like about 975 or something backers, and that's kind of small when you kind of think about like when you see my Instagram following and YouTube following. You would think I could get a little more, but yeah, that's not really the case. So I don't know how much that translates really. But as far as like my community that I built from like the live streams and stuff, I think yeah, a lot of those guys definitely supported the first one, and they made it happen with the sharing and the excitement and just all that stuff. I do find it a little bit more difficult to get that same type of engagement this time. There are a lot of people sharing it, which I'm crazy appreciative of. Like, all the usual suspects, like, Rick Dominguez, Dom, Plasty, Josh Brown, all those guys. And then some guys who weren't really around the first time, like, Plastic Action shared it the other day, DGDX.
Oh, yeah, I saw.
Yeah, Nose Rain, all those guys shared it. So that's amazing. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I do kind of feel like the community is a little bit different these days. Like, I still do my live stream and I still have my community, but yeah, it doesn't feel quite the same. But so yeah, that's okay. The thing is, I just now have to work harder, which I feel like I'm doing every single day. I'm doing something, I'm posting, I'm sharing, and I'm doing everything that I can. So hopefully it goes well. I do have a lot of faith that it's going to work out. I think the last week is going to be like insane.
Yeah, hope so.
I'm kind of, I don't want to say counting on it or depending, but I just kind of foresee like a really crazy last couple of days, last week, so I'm looking forward to that chaos. Hopefully I could have a lot of live streams set up then. I'm, trying to set up some things. But yeah, Kickstarter is definitely a war. It's a fun journey for people that are excited about this Kickstarter. In these middle days, if you don't see the movement, don't get like discouraged. Don't get sad. Don't think it's not going to happen. That's just kind of the case with a lot of Kickstarters. It starts off crazy and then it goes like, 25 days of darkness, basically. Just kind of moving along. And then the end of it gets crazy. That's kind of how it is. I mean, obviously there's some Kickstarters that just explode. You see like that Kickstarter for SWAT Cats comic?
No, I think I've heard of it, but what happened with it?
It was like a $40,000 goal or something, and they generated 400,000.
What?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of like, that's cool and everything, but at that point, you're gonna give 40,000 to Kickstarter.
Oh, is that what the cut is?
Well, the cut is like, it's like basically works out to about 12%. Yeah, it's expensive.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing to overshoot your goal then.
Yeah, yeah.
By that much.
Yeah.
If we're gonna pretend they're like, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, for me, the goal that you see here has the Kickstarter fees worked in. That's why it's
okay.
Yeah. So like,
interesting.
Yeah, it kind of sucks because I worked out all my Kickstarter, and I was like, damn, 150 sounds pretty doable. Like, I feel like I could get to 150, and then I put it all into Kickstarter, and it's like, oh well, to put the tax, it becomes this, and it's like, fuck, it's like 170 is like crazy, but yeah. So just so people know, there's a lot of crazy fees in there, tariffs, this and that, shipping costs, blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff to consider when you're doing a Kickstarter, and when you're like small time like me, you have no room for error. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I can't undershoot anything.
I bet.
Yeah, I can't pay $10,000 to cover tariffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
That's
I'm
another non-funny thing for season 2.
Oh yeah, or taxes, man. Taxes last time caught me by surprise. I did the first Odious, whatever, and then like when tax time came, it was like, oh, you owe $14,000. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. And then I did some, and that was after like my initial write-offs and everything. I was like, that's after write-offs. I like couldn't believe it. We talked to our tax lady and she kind of broke it down. And then I did more write-offs and whatever, and I was able to get it down to $12,000. But it's like, damn, that's like so much money.
Holy, wow! So like, as a small independent toy creator, that's a huge amount of cash flow to just up and disappear.
Yeah, it's a crazy amount. That's like, so I didn't make money on the first Odious, and I've accepted I'm not going to make money on this one. I just want to make them happen. You know, yeah, like I want to make them happen and not take a loss, obviously. But yeah, so that's really the goal here, because I've said it a couple times before. There's a lot of people that are very passionate about Odious. You can see, there's almost 400 backers. Those are people that are passionate about it. They want to see it happen. And for those types of people, I've been kind of going back and forth about this whole project since about April when the tariff stuff started, and I was kind of like, man, it's gonna be like such an uphill battle. I got to do these tariffs, and it's gonna be crazy. But I gotta at least try it. I gotta at least put this together, put this out there, and let the world, let the people and the universe decide if it happens. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of my perspective on this. I'm doing this for the people that actually love Odious, because I appreciate so much that they have passion for it.
Yeah, that they love a character as much as you do, obviously, that they would, want to actualize this. For the person who's watching this and seeing this for the first time, real quick, like, who is Odious and how does he get from the look he had in the first Kickstarter to the multiple looks that he has in this Kickstarter?
So Odious, the way the character kind of functions, like when I first made Odious, like as a design and stuff, before I really had a character story for it or whatever, like I already knew I wanted to do different versions, but I wanted to have a story that allowed him to do that. So with Odious, he's a character that, like, he basically, the spirit of Odious curses different people throughout time, but it doesn't like curse them and then that person turns into like an Odious, like a werewolf or something. It's not really like that. Odious is a being that possesses that person, basically. So every version of Odious is the same character,
right?
So they just kind of took the place in the world of the person that was there before. And then, oftentimes that kind of drives his motivation in that scenario. So like, for the World War II Odious, I imagine some guys found a situation where their leader turned into Odious. Now Odious knows he kind of took over their leader. It's his job to kind of protect them and get them out of the funk that they're in, even though, he doesn't know them, doesn't know anything about them. There's just slivers of the previous person's personality, like, floating around in Odious. Right. So basically, I think that story framework allows me to turn Odious into all kinds of different versions and make it make sense,
Mm-hmm. It's great for a toy line.
Yeah.
It's also great for, does he leave that person? Does that person regain their body, or are they just dead after?
They're dead. That's what the curse is. It's a curse he has to live with. It's his curse, not theirs. That's the whole thing about it. Like, he doesn't like that he takes people, that's why he feels bad. He feels bad because the reason he became Odious is like this is a story I'll probably never actually put to paper or anything, because I kind of want to leave it vague, kind of like Wolverine, Boba Fett, before they fucking ruin it and make shows and trash comics. But yeah, like in Odious, like at first, the reason why he became what he was is because he was trying to protect his family. He was kind of met with an overwhelming force that he wasn't sure what to do. He met a shaman. The shaman gave him this power of Odious, but the thing was, like, you can protect your family now, but you will eventually see all of them die, and you'll be cursed to kind of live forever as this thing that I'm going to make you, that the shaman's going to turn him into. Okay. So he's like, yeah, deal, whatever. Became a monster with all these like powers and like weird magical stuff. Defended his family there, but then eventually they grew old and died. Maybe some of them saw him as a monster and could never unsee it.
Oh,
and then
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and then Odious kind of,
I like that.
There's a version of Odious that lived in that period for years and years, and then his whole thing is he dies. When he dies, he turns to stone, and then the next person, they come along, they bleed on that stone somehow, and then they become Odious.
That's dope.
Yes, that's the kind of story behind it.
I was thinking if there was like a movie and that scene where you were just explaining it, and he's talking to someone. He's like, "Hey, this is the curse. I didn't choose this. I don't want this to happen."
Yeah, yeah.
It seems so casual. It's like, "Hey, this is my curse. It's not your curse. It's my curse."
That's my curse, man. I don't like this shit.
Yeah, I got cursed. That's yeah. I see that happening with like your voice too. It'd be pretty funny. There you go. See the story, Sam Rock. What's good, man? The story of Odious would be a great animated show. That's a scene right there.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'd love to do something like that. But for me, it's all about comics. That's like what the whole thing I want to do.
Yeah, because you started. I remember you started this as a comic idea.
Yeah, it wasn't Odious originally. It was something else with Sasquatches, but
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right. So in this Kickstarter, and it's a pretty unique the way this one is set up. But I'll let you introduce the two main characters in the Kickstarter first: the cowboy and the soldier that people have a chance to back now and pay in 15 days when this funds, not today.
Yes. So if you back the Kickstarter today, you don't have to pay right away. And yeah, we have 2 different versions of Odious, and I've had these 4 different versions of Odious kind of floating around. I've had artwork for them and stuff, and I did a poll to see which ones were the most popular, and it was the army and the cowboy. So that's what this Kickstarter is. It's for these 2 versions. What you see here is not the complete package. There's other things I have planned. I have some werewolf heads planned that I'm going to throw in with the army one. I kind of want to make them an army builder. And there's a bunch of soft goods and weapons and all kinds of cool things for both of these figures. I also have like this skull face Kickstarter exclusive specialty head. It's very similar to the one that I did at Legion's Con, but it's a slightly different color. So if you have the Legion's Con ones, those are still unique. This one is exclusive to Kickstarter, and I'll be hand painting all those. And then, so there's these 2 versions of Odious. The cowboy one is a little bit more expensive because to me, he's kind of like a deluxe version because he has so much more going on. Like he's got a lot of new sculpted parts, new heads, removable hat, several layers of soft goods, all kinds of different display options, all kinds of fun stuff. So he's a little more expensive. And then, the army one is a little cheaper because I was hoping people could army build it, but I know it's a very expensive thing to army build. I'm working on that. I'm trying to get new numbers from the factory so that I can offer like a 3-pack bundle of the army. So if people want to, build them for a good price, they could do that. But yeah, so in this Kickstarter, just like the last Odious Kickstarter, I want to keep it very simple. You go here, you back these 2 figures. This is what you're going to get. And then there's some extra surprises in there. There's no stretch goals. There's no traditional stretch goals.
Right.
So there is a stretch goal, but the way that it works is that if this gets funded, there's 2 other versions of Odious that will be produced at the same time as these and carried by Big Bad Toy Store. And the reason why we did that is so that like if somebody wants to get all 4, then you're not hit with like a $400 bill, a month before Christmas. You could kind of space it out. You pay half to the Kickstarter and then you pre-order these on Big Bad Toy Store, and then you could pay for them in a year when they come out. So I thought that was a really cool idea. I'm really trying to make sure people understand, like there are, because a lot of people hit me up like, how come there's no stretch goals and add-ons and blah blah blah. It's like they're there, man, but like just work with, like, they're there. But
yeah,
it's a little,
because it's a very unique way. I don't think I've seen many action figure Kickstarters kind of take this approach, which I think it is a great idea. That's what I was saying. Like it's different in this way that you can unlock it. And I'm assuming like BBTS has a, you work with them to sell some of the ones from the first wave. Is that right?
Yeah. They placed a pretty good order for the first one, and they've just been supportive all the way around. Yeah, I was actually talking with them to help like make. Me and Big Bad Toy Store were trying to avoid doing Kickstarter altogether, and they were going to carry them exclusively. Yeah, that was kind of on the table, but it just kind of, I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to like. I didn't want to give them like everything, because I didn't want to lose total control of everything, but like, I mean, not control, but like, let's say, Odious went crazy. It's like, oh, that's all to Big Bad Toy Store now, which, and it was just tough to make it work with costs and everything. So we kind of agreed, all right, let's do half and half. We'll do these ones and then we'll do these ones. So, but yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. It seems like they're very behind a lot of the independent startups
Yeah.
For this community, which makes sense. Like if you're you're probably the biggest retailer supplier in the US, it's like how can you distinguish yourself? We're going to fund projects that we can sell that aren't going to be anywhere else. It sets themselves apart even more. It's cool they have the flow to do that with so many people.
Yeah, no, they're great, man. They're great to work with all the way around. Like they've been great support for Odious, and then also just from like the like the content, Big Bad Toy Store links bullshit. Like they've been awesome with that stuff too, man. Like the all those people are super cool. Like I haven't had any issues with them.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I just don't order from them enough, even though now they have that. I think it's like $8 flat rate shipping to Canada. It's insane.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, so the other two versions that are going to be available on Big Bad Toy Store, those are unlocked. Should we use the word unlocked? Will it confuse people, or is that the right?
You're
word?
probably going to confuse people. I don't know.
All right.
Let's just say available.
Available, made available once the Kickstarter is funded.
Yeah.
What are the two versions there?
It's the Inuit and the Ronin. And yeah, these will be made available probably like in a couple months. It won't be like right after the Kickstarter. It'll probably be January or something. I don't know. I got to talk to Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, so yeah, it's the Inuit and the Ronin. So like the Ronin, kind of like the soldier, felt like a must do when you're doing this kind of thing,
Right.
Like you always do like a Ronin version and like a soldier. They're like pretty popular genres and types of designs and things like that. The cowboy, like not so much. We don't see a lot of cowboys, and we don't see any Inuits or anything even like this, like in the snow. Like we got some G.I. Joe snow characters, and we have the Mezco one recently, which I think copied Odious. But aside from that, you don't see a whole lot.
Sorry, which one? Which recent one?
Oh, the Mezco, Dr. Nocturnal, and the Yeti Sasquatch thing.
Oh, I have nothing but nice things to say about Mezco, so we're gonna move on.
Oh, you like Mezco? Huh?
I love Mezco.
Oh, you're working with them?
Of course, working with them. The cowboy you mentioned, like there aren't that many cowboy action figures. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, it's weird.
You're totally spot on. There's maybe like I can recall maybe I think Overwatch had a cowboy, like a futuristic-ish cowboy character.
Yeah, with no nose or something.
Yeah, and so he had maybe like an expensive Reveltech, and there was a Hasbro. It was like a second or third wave that never got made with the cowboy, or maybe he was in a 2-pack. I don't know what it was.
For what brand? Oh, for Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah. No, that did get made.
It did get made. It was was it a 2-pack or something?
No, I think there was several versions. There was a single pack that had like the more traditional colors, and then there was a 2-pack that was in white.
Yeah, so there's no like classic looking Western cowboy figure really in this scale.
The closest thing I could think of is Diamond Select did Westworld figures.
I have some of those.
They're okay, but yeah, they don't necessarily scratch that cowboy itch.
No.
They're just close to Western inspired.
Yeah, it's like maybe a bartender. It's not a guy like this Odious.
Like a gunslinger, yeah.
Yeah, I have the I think I have Anthony Hopkins from that line.
Oh, nice. I had Ed Harris's character, whoever that is. But he was pretty cool.
Oh, the man maybe I do have him cuz he has his brain comes out.
Oh shit.
Oh, Fortnite Man Cake Yimbo. Yeah, but that was a stack of pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
And I really did like that one.
One thing I posted about it today, but one of the things I love about this Cowboy Odious figure is the Clint Eastwood like expression on the face. Like, do you feel lucky, punk type thing?
Yeah.
You could see not so much on that one, but on that one. Yeah, like that right
This
there.
one here?
Yeah, it totally feels like Clint Eastwood type of thing. That was kind of the inspiration for it. So hopefully spaghetti Western fans dig that.
Is that a big genre for you? Westerns?
I mean, I didn't grow up loving Westerns. I do like Westerns. Yeah, hey, shout out to Dan Yoon. I was thinking that too, Phantom Rider. That's what I thought you were talking about when you said Hasbro. Yeah, the Phantom Rider.
That's very new.
I know, but I think Amazon's shipping it, and I have it on.
What's up, Dan?
I have it on Big Bad Toy Store, but I was gonna order it on Amazon because I don't want to wait. I love that they did a Phantom Rider. That's so dope. Like these weird, uh, just like bizarre, obscure characters that not a
It
whole lot
doesn't
of people
come
know.
with this horse, does it?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
You don't buy
Relax.
Legends?
Well,
Um, here yeah. See, look, I was in the middle of searching for it, but because yeah. See, I think I'm gonna buy it, man. I want this whole wave, but there's just a couple of figures that I'm just like, I don't want to buy that. Like the Iron Man, god damn it. See, I don't want
Phantom
most.
Rider Marvel Legends wave.
I don't want most of this wave.
Who's in this wave?
Oh, this guy, which look, I had it on my lap. I've been having fun with this figure. I've been playing with it all the time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this one's awesome. Shout out to Dan Yoon too, man. He was one of the he backed the Kickstarter. I don't want to throw your business out there, Dan, but it just makes me very happy. He backed the first Kickstarter, which is amazing, and then he was one of the he backed this one super early. I want to say he was like one of the first 20 people that backed it. And I was surprised because I piss Dan off every time I talk to him. So I'm like,
yeah, it
I'm
feels
I don't
like
think
you
Dan likes
actively
me.
try to.
Yeah, a lot of times I do, but sometimes I don't. I still make him mad.
That's the ones that feels the most special when you I wasn't even trying. What's up, Dan? Dan says I really want to get that Ronin one, so let's get this fully backed.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Hopefully, man, I'm grinding. I'm doing everything that I can.
So yeah, and so the Cowboy Odious is, what was it at the top? How do you scroll on this webpage? Goddamn Kickstarter
Oh, I
page.
got 5 hours. Okay. Think about this Phantom Rider.
Right, so Army Odious is 95. You will get 6 heads, which is actually incredible. 6 sets of hands, rifle, sculpted, pouches and belts, all soft goods, and Odious of the Old West 110. I'm assuming is that just more soft goods being put on there?
Yeah, like the soft goods are so expensive. So there's more soft goods and more just things, like the belts, the ammunition belts that you see around his chest, all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of added up.
Yeah, and those aren't cheap. Those aren't lacking in detail. The ammo belt.
Yeah.
Right? You've got little buckles, buttons, and pockets and everything there. Like, you didn't just slap on a piece of fabric. Like, there's extra steps to make it look like that factors into the price, I'm assuming.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, man. Everything's so expensive. I want to give a shout out to Nico, who painted the heads. Nico Artman Customs, who painted the heads on Cowboy Odious. Like, I tried to paint him and I just couldn't do it. So I was like, I got to get him to do it. I painted everything else though. On these figures, I definitely wanted to have the first Odious. I don't really do anything artistic myself on the actual figure, obviously, I designed the character and all that kind of stuff, and
right.
Determine what we were going to do for paints and colors, but I didn't actually paint anything or sculpt anything. So on this one here, I wanted to make sure I painted things. I painted the Inuit, all the stuff that went for him, and then I suck with skin tone, so I couldn't do it, but I painted the belts and the guns and all that kind of stuff. But I had Nico do the head, and he did a great job.
I have some of his work. He's incredible. Always want to support dude, and he's just a super nice guy whenever I get a chance to hang out with him in San Diego. Also props to Henrock. He posted some killer photos of Odious that that's used for the thumbnail tonight. So if everyone who stopped scrolling to see what's up with this photo, that's Henrock taking a photo of the Army Odious. And he was the guest last on Unboxing Thursdays, and he's so talented.
Yeah, Henrock is ridiculous. Did you see the one he posted today, of the Skull Odious?
Yes, right before we got on.
Yeah, crazy.
How important is it for you to get people in the community like this involved? I remember the box for the first Odious, you had artwork from different people drawing
Yeah, for sure.
Odious, things like that. So how important is it when you have obviously so many talented people who either are fans of what you're doing or just, in the community and are incredibly talented?
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. Like a lot of that artwork that you see in the first Odious box, it wasn't commissioned. Like I didn't hit up these guys and say, "Hey, can you do art?" That's art that people had sent me over the years. And then afterwards, like when we're putting together Odious, I hit these people up like, "Hey, I'm going to use your artwork. Is that cool? There's this one from a couple years ago." And like,
That's awesome.
yeah, so they didn't really know, and then they just ended up on the box. And then like the art I did get commissioned was the front, and that was by the legendary Daryl Banks, creator of Kyle Rayner Green Lantern, co-creator. But yeah, he did that artwork on the back and the front, and there was another one we didn't use. But yeah, he's just Daryl Banks is amazing. But yeah, I loved like being able to put people's artwork in there. And then, even for like Odious, initially it was someone I met from the community that helped me like with a lot of the early concept designs for Odious. And then like for this versions of Odious, or these versions of Odious, like Soul Brother helped me design like the Inuit, he and like Soul Brother, I think Soul Brother has done a bunch of artwork. A lot of times when I need some quick artwork, I hit up Soul Brother. And Bobo is like a lifesaver. When I need something, his name is Very Oddie, I think, on Instagram, but he's an amazing artist. And like when I need something real quick, oh, here's this weapon I want to do, he knocks it out for me. And I try not to take advantage of people's like generosity and skill. So like, Bobo, I pay him and I'm happy to give him work. He still gives me like an incredible price, but still I like having that like economy going, business. I just don't want favors, but I love getting everyone involved. So, it's like a fine line, but yeah, Bobo, Soul Brother, Kevin Garcia, Rebel 10. These are all people that I've just met like in the community by doing YouTube shit.
First of all, your squad there sounds like names that if you were pulling off a heist, like that was your crew. We got Bobo, he's cutting off the alarm. Yeah. Soul Brother, he's working on the disguise and distractions. And then Rebel 10, you guys are pulling off a heist somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Secondly, I'm completely like of that same mentality. Like, hey, we can all do this together and put together something really cool.
Yeah.
In my head, it's like the Adam Sandler Netflix mentality. It's like, hey, he's getting this big check from Netflix. He's gonna put all of his friends in like stupid roles in all the movies, and you get to shoot a movie and have fun with your friends, get paid, cash that check at the same time. Like that's the dream, isn't it? That's why you come up with these people, and everyone can eat at the same time. I think it's cool.
Yeah, like I laugh sometimes because I'm like, man, some of these people made money and I didn't.
Hey, dude, like when you do something like this, you're obviously, if it blows up and you get rich, that's awesome. But it's like the bottom line. It's like, hey, can I just break even? Can I just break even and make this possible? And
before the whole tariff tragedy, I did have like this big dream where I was like, I'll use my molds and hopefully the second one I can make money. And it's not like I want to make money so I can run off and go to the strip club. Like my thing is I want to start like a company,
with
like
the odious money.
Yeah, here, bitch. No, but like
that's one unlock, and that's one unlock.
Yeah, no, but I want to be a company. I want to be like my dream is to be like a comic publisher and action figure company.
Right.
And
and you want the repeat business too. People that keep coming back.
And my thing is like I knew that wasn't going to happen with the first one. I was happy enough to have a figure out in the world that people enjoy. And
that's cool, man.
Yeah, dude, it's a trip. You go to Legion's Con, you see Odious everywhere, all over people's tables. And like last year, I got it because it was new. It was still happening this year, and I was like, man, that's so awesome, But with that, I was like, this second run, I'm gonna hopefully do this and that, and hopefully get into a position where I can make it like a business, And then the tariff things kind of like took that away because now it's just it's a mess. But in that mess, I was like, I'm not going to let this mess stop me from trying to get these figures out to people. So let me get out there and try. You know, for better or for worse, you know, I tried but I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think people can see that. Hey, shout outs to Figure Report in the chat. Johnny Cock is here, says Mondo raid. I guess the great Mondo stream has ended, and tuning in here to see some new community backed action figures. Wade,
Yo,
what are some challenges from the first Kickstarter that you try to avoid and do better on in this run?
you know, I don't know. Like, it's funny because I see the first Kickstarter as a success. So there's nothing there where I was like, let me do anything different. I'm like, this time around, I'm thinking, let me do everything exactly the same, right?
Okay.
Because it was a success. Why would I change anything?
Well, I mean, you can reach the destination, but there's some bumps along the road that might set you back. There wasn't anything.
Yeah, there's bumps, but I saw those as necessary because it led to success. Like I may have seen them as bumps at the time or inconveniences or this or that, but it was just part of the process. So now I'm just kind of like, all right, I know how this goes. Just let it happen. And like I will say, like I'm a lot less stressed this time because you know when you're doing a Kickstarter, like today. Oh well, yesterday I got a nice chunk of backers. Yesterday was a good day. I woke up this morning, I had a few more backers. Good day. The rest of the day, today I didn't get shit. I got like a couple of head backers and then like a couple of cancellations. Like there was not a lot of movement today. Now, the first time I did the Kickstarter, that would have been devastated. It's like shit. And even now, I'm like, it's okay. Like I'm in the dark days. It's all right. There's better days ahead. Like I know that because that's what happened last time. I'm still like on the same pace as the previous one. So
okay. That's good.
Yeah, like before when I started the Kickstarter before, I tell people all the time, I don't think I slept like at all. Like maybe just a couple hours a night because I was stressed about it all the time. Last night I think was like one of the only nights I woke up in the middle of the night worried about it, and like that's expected. You know, it's a big thing, but that was happening every single night last campaign. This it's like, you know, once or twice now and then. It's not too bad. I could live with that. So yeah, that's one thing. I guess to answer your question, what I've learned is to let the process be the process, and you know, don't try to control every single thing, but at the same time, stay on the same path. Like take all the actions I took last time.
All right. Would you say you're normally like an anxious person? Like I feel like I think I am, and if I had to sit through something like this for a month, just watching the numbers all day, even if it's like first time, second time, it'd probably drive me nuts. Would you say normally you're an anxious dude?
I guess with certain things, but with this, I'm intentionally trying not to be because I think like the first time it was borderline unhealthy, you know, yeah, it was bad. And then I was like, yeah, after the Kickstarter be good, and like, nah, it was bad for like a year. The whole production was like fucking yeah. So no, this time I'm making a conscious effort to like, hey, you know, I'm all I could do is do my best, put it out there, take the same steps because I know where those steps lead. So that's comforting, you know.
And let the toy gods guide your journey.
Yes.
Mario 796 Studios is in the chat. What's up, homie? He says, I want that dream too. Now, do you mean the dream of going to a strip club at all, or doing your own Kickstarter? Because he's got some really cool stuff on deck. Rude Boy is, you know, he's got some new head sculpts out there. Where like if someone like Mario or anybody out there is thinking about making action figures or starting their first figure, anything, I don't think you can tell them like one thing to, you know, where to start or anything like that, right? But what was the most important thing you think? Having 70,000 subscribers.
Like I said, I don't know how much that helped. Honestly, the 200 people that watch my live stream help more than the 70,000 subscribers. For sure. So like if you're in a case like this, like building a community is definitely key, or that's what worked for me. It's hard to give advice because I think my journey to Odious, the first one, was like a little unorthodox, you know, but or a little unusual. Yeah, I don't know. People ask me a lot, like, oh, how do I get to making toys? I'm like, shit, I don't know, man. Talk to find a factory, do something. Basically, Like, I
Say it
don't know.
that.
Like, I didn't have
find a factory. Do something.
Yeah. Do you know any Chinese people? To ask them if they have factories or fucking.
Oh, step one: find an Asian.
Find
Okay.
an Asian.
Yeah.
So I found an Asian, and he was like,
Dave Honor.
"Be gone, white man." Yeah. And then he said, "Go find a black dude." I said, "I know a black dude." I found Dave Honor, and no, I got with Dave Honor through Adam. But yeah, see, like those connect. Like I've known Dave Honor for, forever. Like just crossing paths with them. And then same thing with Adam. Like I've known Adam forever, and like naturally because Adam has done it already. Like I went and asked Adam, like, what's a good step? And he's like, hey, maybe you should talk to Dave because he's starting to do this, and
okay.
It kind of
talk to Adam.
So, but luckily, but here's the thing though. Like if you have a cool product or cool something, right now people are so easy to get in touch with. So like if you have a cool product, like let's just say you have a cool product that kind of seems similar to Spiro Toys. My first step would be to hit up Spiro Toys and just see what they say. Like, not can you make this toy, but like, like just ask guidance. Like, hey, I have this idea. What do you think? It looks similar to what you do. Is there any advice you could give me? That person may say no. Okay, hit up Bobby Vala. I don't know. Everybody is so reachable. You know what I mean? Hit up June. I don't know. There's so many people that are in the community talking. Hit up Brandon Gash. Hit up Kyle. There's so many guys that have made themselves accessible that you just have to reach out. Someone will respond and give you some like solid guidance.
Yeah, because they're probably the next step from you, right? Because you would have to talk to those people anyway to get the ball rolling for making an action figure. So I think that makes sense. And those people, they're so accessible because their name, like we all know them by name now because they're so accessible that you can know who works at what company, where are they at now, type deal. So it's awesome that the community, like, again, if you've built your community, or if you built yourself a presence, a persona online or within toys that like someone will chat with you or help you out, or the other way, like, I think that works for everything in life. People find that parallel.
It's gonna be tough if like you make a custom figure and then tomorrow you say, oh, I want to produce him. I saw Wade do him. He's nobody. I'm nobody. I could do it too. Like, yeah, that is partially true, but like, I also put in a lot of work over the years. Like it took me, like I had Kevin sculpted Odious. Shit, man, probably like
not me, guys.
No, sorry, Kevin Garcia sculpted Odious probably 5 years ago. Like, the Kickstarter was 2 years ago, and he sculpted it a couple of years before that, and there was just a lot of me fumbling around trying to figure out what to do, where to go, who to talk to, all these different things. So like, I didn't just there's no just like magic formula or like piece of advice I could really give you. I could just tell you the first step would be to just talk to people that are in that world, or listen to people that go to conventions and talk to people and see. I've seen people go to conventions with paint samples and go, look what I do. Next thing you know, they're painting, for whoever. So like,
yeah, that's true. I mean, conventions is such a huge thing, having that face to face.
Yeah.
It cuts through all that email red tape BS, and to physically have your work there for someone to see, it's immeasurable.
For sure.
Figure Report, what's good, man? Mikey, I will never be more thankful for you helping me get this NYCC exclusive. Thank you. He says, don't ask Wade to explain things. What does he mean by that?
That's kind of like asking Mikey, well, how do you become an extra on that TV show? Like, there's all kinds of weird steps. No, that wasn't a diss. I'm just saying there's all kinds of weird, because that's like you're not going to ask Mikey how to be a Hollywood star. Like you wouldn't ask me how to start Hasbro. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm saying. Sorry if that sounds like a diss. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just, it's more complicated than just giving a simple answer. Like, go talk to this guy. Like, no, maybe go make some connections and see what happens. And
all right.
But it probably won't happen tomorrow. Like it's a long process.
Yeah. By the way, the stream on your channel with Mikey that night, one of the most chaotic streams, had so much fun.
Which stream?
We were on your channel.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you were there.
You left to move a car or something.
Yeah, I probably fell asleep.
Like you had to move a couch for a neighbor, something. I don't know.
Nah, no, I would never move a couch for a neighbor. I might steal a couch from my neighbor, but I wouldn't move
and sell it back. Heard you lost your couch.
it. Yeah, I got this one.
I got this one, $50.
No, my bad. That wasn't a diss, Mikey. My disses, my disses are scathing and intentional. That one was just, I was trying to say, like,
He's actually trying to be nice.
I was trying to be nice. I wasn't like downplaying being an extra. That's awesome. I wish I could be an extra in a Western horror movie. But
I don't know why the more sincere you get, the more like sarcastic.
I know. I promise I'm not trying to.
No, you saying I promise is actually making it worse.
Oh, fuck.
This is the curse.
I'm not an extra.
This is my curse.
Okay, maybe this is my curse. Yeah. So okay, you're not an extra. Maybe extra is a wrong term. What are you, Mikey? I know you're an actor.
Oh, is that what he's saying down below? Oh no, I don't. I'm not ready for those comments when I scroll. Johnny Cock, thank you so much for the super chat. Says butter for the butter throne. I sit on a throne of butter. I'm Chinese, but I don't know anyone who owns a factory. Guess I brought dishonor. Yeah, come on. Brought dishonor to my family. Well, you probably know someone who works in a factory.
Yeah,
I don't
just ask around. Ask your cousin Lee or whatever, and be like, "Oh wait, no, Lee's not a first Chinese name, huh?" Hey, Kevin, I got some beef with you, man. I got some old beef with you.
What the fuck kind of sentence was that?
Hey, let me bring this beef. I have some funny beef with you.
Okay,
it's not really a beef, but it's a time I laughed at you. I was thinking, come on, Kevin. Like, do you remember when the Wong figures were showing up places, and then someone was like. The Wong from Doctor Strange.
Sure.
Yeah.
Movie. Yeah.
And someone's like, is this the right one or the Wong one? And you had this big old like like this fucking I don't even know how to describe it, but you made like a kind of a big deal out of it. And you're like, oh, it's dissing the name. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I mean, everyone's entitled to get offended by things. But I was like, I thought Kevin was a little bit more, thick skin.
Because it's just a lifetime of like, come on, that joke has been.
Yes, I was more offended that it was a bad joke, but I'm not Asian, so I have no ground to get too offended. I was just more like, that's a stupid joke. But then I was kind of like, I was more like, that's like saying no way Jose. Have you ever said no way Jose?
Maybe up
you
until I was
racist
10.
Motherfucker. What? Sorry,
maybe until like I was 10 years old.
Yeah, no, okay. Yeah.
I think I remember what happened. I said something and then, I think the guy kept replying. So I just made it into a conversation. If you keep engaging, like, yeah, I'll have this conversation with you. And then I think at some point, Bryant chimed in too, MCU Collector. I remember this happening. And I'm like, yeah, he gets it. It was like a. I'm not trying to cancel the guy. It's just like, yo, do better.
No, you didn't go that jokes. Yeah. No, you didn't go that crazy. I wasn't that crazy, but I just kind of was like, yeah, it was at the time I was like thinking, did he really get offended by the? Because I don't take you as a guy to get offended easily.
No, I don't get offended easily, but there's, I can tell somebody to do better without being offended. Does that make sense? It's like that yeah. That's a old ass joke, and B, like, here are the reasons why. And dude, it took to being an adult, like much later in life, too late in life, to be like, yo, stop making fun of people's names. Like, they probably live with that shit their whole life.
Yeah,
school,
yeah, that's true.
And this and that. So it's like, and I'm trying to make an active effort to stop doing that, to be more, you don't know what people are going through, man.
For sure. No,
every day in life. So.
That's fair, but I was just I wanted to tell you all these years that if I ever hear you say no way Jose, I'm gonna decapitate you.
I don't even know you even saw that and took it in, and mid-sentence you're like, now is the time to bring it up. Yeah. Because we're talking about Chinese toy factories.
I got a beef with you. Stop.
It's like, by the way, do you remember 2022 when MCU Wong came out? Like, damn.
I know, no one even remembers that movie.
I know, they remember Wong more for like with what was the TV show? And he was I don't even know what
he was.
MCU
Wong
show
was
anymore.
cool though, but Speaking of Wong, how about that Wong comic figure? I wanted to love that, but I didn't.
Yeah, I thought he would be.
Like he had like everything you wanted. Like he looked like he was gonna be fun and posable, but you know what?
People said it was me as Professor X, the head sculpt, which I really enjoyed when I put on the bald cap.
Oh yeah.
So I want to use that. I want to use that to make a professor, like me as a Professor X.
That'd be cool.
Grump says that was a diss.
I'm sorry, Mikey. I didn't mean to diss you. That's why I said it. Don't ask way to explain things. This is where it leads to.
Sneak diss. Stealth diss?
I didn't mean to diss anybody, man. I borderline love Mikey, but like in a gay or no, not a gay way. I forgot to put the word "not" in there. No, Mikey's pretty cool.
Uh-oh, that was a slip. I forgot to put "not" in there.
Wait,
not an extra. Guys, doesn't he have a repeating rule?
Well, but so what is okay? I always call Mikey an extra as a diss sometimes, but this time wasn't a diss. But is
Wait,
it
every other time I've said it was a diss, but I swear this one time tonight I didn't mean to because I forgot.
Toy Malarkey, fuck you. All right, look at him. He said no way, Jose in the chat.
Whoa,
that's fucked up.
Is Speedy Gonzalez offensive?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Mexicans get no way, Jose. I don't think Mexicans get offended. I get mad when I see Mexicans get offended by things too. When I'm like, come on, man. Like you getting offended by shit?
Yeah, there's okay.
I get offended by anybody getting offended now that I think about it.
That I find that offensive.
It's a paradox, yeah.
It's my curse.
Oh man. No way,
Rick Dom says, I don't know what's worse, Wade defending the diss or me defending my Stevie. Oh my god, he did the most offensive Stevie Wonder.
Shit. In person?
Yeah, on Enablers. And everyone else was like, no, stop. And I thought it was hilarious. Henrock, dude, killing it with the photos. Congrats. All right. Let's focus.
Okay.
Odious Cowboy. Yo. I like that he has multiple looks, and I think there's value in that too. And if people, sometimes people like to nitpick the prices. Where's this extra few dollars coming from? Where's this coming from? Right? I think the ability to have all these different looks with the soft goods, which by the way, they fit really well. A lot of times soft goods, especially when you have it layered like this, can look bulky, very toyish. When you have, just the vest and what do you call this? Like a tunic, a t-shirt, long sleeve.
Oh,
is that what this is?
Yeah.
I think the proportions are maintained like very nicely.
Yeah, because thankfully Rebel 10 was actually we built it on the old Odious figure, so like she was actually able to build on it. Like the first Odious, she had like I didn't even send her a prototype. I was like, this is what I have. This prototype is about this size. Can you make the clothes? And then she did pretty well. And then the factory had to like kind of eyeball it and do it. It was crazy. So like this one, should fit way better. I think the factory does pretty good with soft goods, and I think they'll be able to make this. They're not going to be as good as Rebel 10 because Rebel 10 is like a master craftsman or craftswoman on this stuff. But like. But I think the factory can get like pretty close. Like I think they did the first time. So, the figure report says Cowboy Odious looks so damn good in person. Yeah, that was another benefit to Legion's Con was actually getting these figures in front of people, letting them touch them and all that kind of stuff. So, a lot of people were like, "Damn, like it looks way better in person," which that's what you always want.
Yeah, that and I like the colors too. You added the purple in there.
Yeah, I kind of I stay away from like he has the red mask. Like I debated doing a purple mask, but I try to stay away from making any purple on Odious because in my mind, when he uses his powers, it's purple. So I don't want it to get lost if like someone's doing something,
Okay.
But I did put the purple Serape thing on there because it's removable. It's like a different part and whatever. So
I dig it. Wong was in She. That's where I was thinking when he was in She-Hulk, and he's binge watching. Was it Sopranos? With, do you remember what I'm talking about? The girl who's like, "Hey, my name is whatever with a Y, but not where you think."
No, I didn't watch She-Hulk.
Okay, you could have just saved me the impersonation. By
Well, I
just
thought maybe
saying.
was it Megan the Stallion? I don't know. She was in there.
Oh yeah, she was, but not her.
Okay.
It went from I'd like to promote my toys on your show to racism. Well, to be fair, I asked you to come on to hang out and to talk to people here in case they haven't heard of this. But I do enjoy the back and forth here.
Yeah, I think you lied and told people I'd be on my best behavior. And
you told me that you were going to be on your best behavior.
I don't think I've ever said those words in that order. I don't know.
I don't even know what those words mean. You told me that you were going to be on your best behavior and try to get all these suckers to.
Yeah, that part's okay. That sounds all
okay,
right. Yeah, I might have said that.
Okay. Just don't say no way, Jose. I would never say that.
God damn it! I'll decapitate you. That's graduating from a.
It's Alpha 5. Alpha 5 is offensive.
What is that?
You know the robot in Power Rangers?
What robot? Like the Zord or Zord?
No, like he's in the command center and he's always like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Asian or Mexican or what's his deal? What's up? Why would he be offensive?
I don't know. Ask Mario.
Is he offensive, Mario?
He might be a stereotype.
I'm gonna look him up.
Well, yeah, but with audio, you turn on audio later, and then figure it out. Sonic Rockman X.
Oh, he talks Asian. This is getting really
surprisingly no.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, like the Yellow Ranger being Asian and the Black Ranger being black was not intentional, according to the showrunners. But of course, they'd say that now and in the future, right?
The future. No, now's the present. Tomorrow's the future.
The future from the past.
Right. Okay.
I thought you had a time traveling character.
No. I mean, okay. Is Alpha 5 Asian?
No.
Is that why?
No, I just can't believe you're looking it up. I shouldn't have clicked that message. All right, dude. One of the cool things that I like. Well, we'll talk about some general stuff, but before we do that, or should we just wrap up Odious? We'll recap it at the end.
Yeah, we can come back to Odious, but just someone in the chat who hasn't backed Odious, you guys should back Odious. One of you guys. There's like 5 or 6 people. It's crazy. Like even on my own chat, I've noticed like people that are hardcore supporters are still just hesitant to back Odious. Hopefully they change their mind by the end. But yeah, man, people in the chat who haven't backed Odious, I really hope that you consider checking out the Kickstarter and possibly backing it. Like I said, this is like a passion project from a very small creator. I was able to put a successful figure out last year. I'm super proud of it, and I really just want to build on it and get more figures out there into the world. And hopefully, I could expand this thing in the future. But for now, it's baby steps, and this is the next baby step. So I really hope that you guys consider checking it out. I'm going to do my best to deliver amazing versions of Odious. If you have the first Odious, you pretty much know what to expect. Most people are really happy with it, and these new ones are just going to be improvements on that old original version.
Very nice. I gave you the full screen for that one.
Thanks, man.
What's the situation like wait, last time I think I shipped it to a US mailing address. Do you have issues shipping international?
Oh yeah, it was a fucking mess last time. But my wife dealt with all that. But yeah, we got a lot of like packages that came back and
oh shit.
Lots of problems, like especially like in the Asian countries, of course, with the Alpha 5. Come
Jeez,
on, God,
you cannot just let this go. Huh?
Yeah, sorry, man. Well, it's not my fault. You guys keep fucking up. But like, no, Asian.
Well, make them in Mexico then.
Well, no, I wish I could, but no. The problem was like because we shipped everything, so like
right,
it came here, we shipped it. The Asian addresses are weird. You know what I'm saying? And I think like it would be part like translation issue and then part just like being like, because a lot of the addresses aren't like here, or I don't know how addresses are where you're at, but it's like, just a couple numbers and a street name. Over there, there's like, oh, you probably have like provinces or
It's just a province instead of a state.
okay, instead of a state. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's pretty
I'm telling you, in like Taiwan, it's like more complicated. It's all crazy.
it is.
Yeah, yes. So it'd be hard. Like we would ship things out, people would give us addresses. My wife would have to go Google the address to make sure that she could actually input it.
Right.
After translating it, like it was just really difficult. And she'd ship it out and then it'd come back, or like
Damn, that's expensive shipping too.
yeah, it adds up. And we'd cover it every time, unless somebody gave us wrong information. Then we're like, we're not shipping this shit unless you pay again, man. You got to give the right information.
So how is that different this time, or are you just learning? We're gonna get somebody else to do it, use a different system type thing?
She is going to use a different system, but we're still going to do everything.
Okay.
Unfortunately, right now we're not shipping to some of those Asian countries because like it wasn't like a crazy amount. So I hate to say cutting them out, but like it wasn't the hassle wasn't worth the benefit. Right. Unfortunately. Yeah. I hate to say that because every single person that has an Odious or wanted an Odious is important to me. But we're hoping like if this gets backed, it'll be on Big Bad Toy Store and all that. So hopefully people go that route.
That's true. That is a good option. I know Mikey has a BBTS option to ship to Canada because I mentioned that $8 flat rate shipping. So then you can get your Mythic XDs through there with that crazy cheap shipping, and then maybe bundle it with other stuff. Locker, Pile of Loot.
Pile of Loot. Yeah, Pile of Loot is great. Even here, it's like $4 shipping or something.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, cool. So I guess maybe that's a really small speed bump pothole that you're gonna try to avoid for next time, or drive right through.
Definitely sucks because I hate to cut off, even if one person in Singapore wants one, I want to get them one, but we're shipping it back and forth and we're all wasting money and it's a mess and it's difficult, my wife's stressing out, it's just kind of like it's not really worth it. But hopefully we get in a position where Big Bad Toy Store stocking it, and we could get out to all those international guys.
Hell yeah! I hope you get to that point. What's one of the craziest addresses you saw put an order through?
I
didn't think I was reaching this country.
Well, shit, Odious went all over the place, but I don't know. I can't think of a crazy address, but hey, Natalie, can you think of a crazy address
or that surprised you?
That surprised you? 1.6 shooter.
Is this an inside joke with you or with me? Because I don't think I have this.
No, it's me and Trevor. We go. We said we yell at each other. Do you like? And then enter a race, right? We go, hey, do you like Asians? And then both at the same time we go, no, and then we start cracking up. That's the inside joke.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. He's probably like, motherfucker. That's not the inside joke.
That is insane, Trevor.
No, that's not the inside joke.
There's no way. Like, I did not know Trevor was like that at all. I thought he was cool.
No, he's all right.
I've had him on the show a few times.
No, because
he plays these games.
Here's what happened at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con.
This explanation could only make it better.
The joke that I said is not what happened. Look, he's everyone in the chat's attacking him now.
They're turning on him.
No, don't turn on him. Trevor's an angel sent from heaven.
He's a gem.
Yeah, no, he's an angel sent from heaven. Look, that is not.
That is not the joke.
No. What the joke was, I was at Comic-Con and I was walking down the street, or New York Comic-Con, not real Comic-Con, but I was walking down the street. And I was like, man, it's New York shit. There's like steam. And then there's like a group of black people.
Steam. Oh, you mean like out of the sewer?
Yeah, like coming out of, I don't even know, maybe it was someone's breath. I don't fucking know. There was a steam. But like in buildings. And there was like a group of black dudes. Okay. And like, I was thinking, man, this looks like a movie, like they're like selling mixtapes or whatever. And like, I get close to one of them and one of them yells all fucking crazy, hey, you like black people? I'm all, yeah. And he's like, or no. He's like, hey, you like black people? I'm all, huh? He's like, you like black people? I'm all, yeah. And he's like, you want to buy some weed? I'm all, nah.
Like, is that your way of proving that you do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, prove totally it. Confused. How? Buy some weed.
I was like, damn. I was like, I go to Oakland sometimes, but So I told Trevor that was the inside joke. But if I had a chance to make Trevor look bad, I'm gonna do it because too many people like him.
He is, like at the top of the game. He's the name that everyone wants to get to shoot their new toys, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
you feel like you're the person who needs to take him down a peg every once in a while?
Well, like anyone likes, I need to take them down. I need to humble them.
What's
know
the
what I mean?
saying? Crabs in a bucket.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's crabs in a bucket.
You want to be the crabbiest.
Yeah, no, it's more like Baron Zemo. You know what I mean? Like Baron Zemo. Do you remember when Baron Zemo came back and Bucky was Captain America? And he's like, "You
Yes.
don't deserve this shit. I'm gonna torture you." So I'm like that, but even if the people deserve it. So like, Trevor deserves all the praise that he gets.
Mikey got astray earlier.
No, Trevor deserves all the praise that he gets. But I'm here to just tear him down like Baron Zemo did Bucky Cap.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Trevor is Bucky Cap. Got it.
Yes.
You tried to cancel him, and I think we made him sweat a little because he's like, oh shit.
I've said way worse things with Kevin. Like I try to convince him to join my podcast, the Three Mighty Whites. He doesn't want to. One time I was like,
who's the third?
I can't remember, some white honky, whoever it is. But then I was like, what if we call this podcast Whites Only? The problem is those jokes aren't good anymore, man. Can't say that. Don't say them. They don't work anymore.
Oh my god.
They used to work, not anymore.
Oh boy. Hey, you know what? Let's distance ourselves from those crazy, wild, crazy, racist comments.
We'll come back.
And one thing we do have in common, we'd like to, fumble around with camera gear.
Oh yeah.
New tech, things like that. Was that just from, all the reviews you've been doing over the years, doing YouTube, things like that? Is that where it started?
Yeah,
from?
I guess so. I think so. And also just things have gotten so like advanced and fun and inexpensive. Like you could get like high quality things that don't cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Did you see the new Action 6?
Yeah. We just got the Nano, so I don't know if that's even really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run out and buy it. But I was kind of like, wow, that's cool. Like it's got the bigger sensor and all that, and the footage looks crazy. But in those Osmo posts, everything that they post looks amazing. Like
yeah.
Some people were going crazy with the Nano, and I was like, man, I haven't been able to do that. But the Nano's fun though, for sure.
I want to read the super chat, and then I want to show you some new camera stuff that I got. Johnny, thank you for the super chat. Says, for the price of a cup of a coffee a day, Fallen Fett can have clean water to drink and nutritious food to eat. Making Chamba airborne is also an option. Are you watching? Wait, is Toy Migos on right now? Did you send the super chat to the wrong show? That sounds like inside jokes from somewhere else that we're not a part of.
No refunds. Tell him, Kevin.
Yeah, there's no refunds. Send you 70% of this back. But thank you, Johnny. I don't know why he doesn't have clean water to drink. But Champa's heading to Japan soon, so.
Oh, sweet. I want to go to Japan.
I've never been. You should go.
Yeah, my daughter wants to go. So I really want to like figure it out. Because it's one of those things that sounds so big and crazy, but like, yeah.
Do you don't like anime, right? I know you're always beefing with Goku or something.
No, I don't like anime generally speaking, but I like some stuff. Like I like Samurai Champloo and what's the other one? The other really popular one? Rocksteady Bebop? No, Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Things like that. And what else did I watch? I tried to watch One Punch Man. I couldn't. It's all right. But wait, in Japan, do you like? No, that's what they're gonna tell me. Do you like Asian people? I'll go, yeah. Then you want some sushi? Or you want some sake, probably, right?
Yeah. How about like food wise? Do you think do you like the food? Japanese?
Yeah, I like
food?
sushi. I like sushi and what else do Japanese? Oh, katsu chicken. I don't know. What else do Japanese people eat?
Yeah, I guess. Japanese curry. Do you like Japanese curry?
I like yeah, I do like Japanese curry.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look up a phrase in Japanese so that you can learn it
Japanese.
Okay, so that you can say this in Japan.
Oh, wait. Those aren't. What the fuck? Okay, that's
Can
like.
we hear this? Let's see.
あなたは白人が好きですか?
Yeah, I'll send this to you so you
Okay.
can learn that. And you and
Yeah.
Trevor, when you guys go to Celebration Japan next time or whatever it may be. Yeah, dude, he did that panel out out there with Richie
And Jax.
And Jax, yeah. And there's one more guy who I'm not familiar with. I keep forgetting his name, but that was super cool, man. You know what? Take him down another peg for that one.
He yeah. Okay. Want me to take him down more or no?
No. I think
Okay.
we made him
Whoa, what the fuck?
square him in his seat. All right, so this is the Nano, as you know, but in case people haven't seen it yet. And then I just find like this takes a little longer to turn on. I like the there's the new Insta360 Ace or something, and they use the Leica camera lens. I think those are really cool. I might want one of those as an action cam. But I bought some stuff for this that arrived yesterday from AliExpress. This one was obviously sat on.
That's some fat piece of shit.
This is
What
a
is it?
light.
Oh, cool. It's tiny.
Because sometimes in low light it's not the greatest. So it uses the same clip mechanism down here and it clips on.
Oh, I need that. Yeah, you got to send me a link to that.
Right? It's only
That's
a couple
cool.
bucks, and then
But it's not horrible in low light though. I mean, I've had some pretty good results, I think.
you can change the tone, the brightness.
Can you change? Oh, you can change the temperature. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's awesome.
This was a couple bucks. And then it has an adapter so that you can put it on like a cold shoe on top of a camera, or it's threaded at the bottom for a tripod. It's not bad. Couple bucks.
Yeah, that's cool for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you find do you ever wear it on the hat mount?
I haven't actually done it yet. Like I've done it playing around and it's cool, but I haven't really tried to go out and do. I've used the necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
more
cool.
low key.
Yeah.
And then this one is kind of the same thing. It's a cold shoe with a threaded mount, and it just gives you a tilt angle. It's supposed to let you tilt.
Cool. Yeah,
if
that's
you want
awesome.
to shoot videos on your desk with a mini tripod and just clip the camera on there.
Yeah. I bought the DJI mic mini for mine just to kind of and I always keep it together like this. It just because it's all magnets. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just kind of run around with this, and it's like the perfect, if you want to do vlogs or whatever, this is like the perfect, anyone out there, if you want to do quick videos, this right here will cost you, with the mic and this, it costs you what, like $400 max or whatever, depending on the memory you get. You could even get, I have the 64.
Yeah, there was two different models with different storage capacity.
Yeah. And I got the 64, and I haven't run into a time where it's like, oh no, I'm out of memory, because you could do external storage on the card and just dump everything.
Yeah.
And I've had to dump things once, and I've I use this all the time at WonderCon. I mean at Comic-Con New York, and just running around. It's a really fun camera for anyone out there wanting to get into some fun recording.
It is. I think I got it as a secondary, a B camera for the Pocket 3 in case I ever do more something that maybe I wanted multiple angles, or if I wanted to do a hunting video I used to do. I thought it'd be a cool B camera to keep it within the brand, the same kind of colors, right, and lenses with the Pocket across the different cameras.
Hey, you guys in the chat, I just want to I want to apologize. I mean, the jokes, obviously, all just jokes. I know everyone has different levels of sensitivity, and I understand this isn't my live stream where people kind of expect that stupid behavior, but it's totally jokes. But I do apologize if I offended anybody. Back to Kickstarter.
Hashtag back.
Nah,
back Odious.
there's a couple of people that want to make it clear they don't like the racist jokes, and it's like, oh, Wade's cool, but don't like the racist joke. I get it, and I totally I appreciate the, weight's cool, but I don't like. I appreciate that you're putting your, making it known how you feel, but at the same time being cool. So I just want to let people know. My bad. I'll refrain.
There's no, I agree. Thank you for taking the time out to say that. I think it's cool. Like, there's a different dynamic between, like, if there are two people that are cool with each other,
For sure.
that have that that understanding to know that it's not malicious in that way, that you're friends, that it's like a Rush Hour type deal back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good way to put it. And I tell my wife, because my wife used to kind of get mad at me for just constantly saying inappropriate stuff, and like and when in regards to like race, I try to explain to her, like, it's not that I think racism is funny. I just think it's so ridiculous that people, I think they're just such ridiculous things to say. That's why they're funny. That's why it makes me laugh, because it's so stupid to to say, like, I don't know. Is it like,
it is, but some people, like, that's some people's reality. Like, they fully believe some of that stuff, which is the dangerous part. That's unfortunate. But when you're cool with somebody to make that joke, it's like, because that person isn't like that.
Yeah.
All those memes that's like, if you infiltrate any like group of guys group chat, it's like the most vile and disgusting
worst shit ever.
thing. And it's like, part of it is because sometimes we're just still children, and the dumbest shit will make us laugh. Not necessarily, like, I can laugh at something and go, God, that's so bad. Like, I don't know what's the simple, like I don't know, like someone getting like,
don't give an example. You're all right.
No specifics, but I go, oh, I shouldn't be laughing, like, but that's a funny thing to happen, like somebody falling over or slipping, like.
See,
I still gave the example.
You're a horrible person. I never laugh at people falling or getting hurt. That's one thing. People at work will be like, "Look at this guy. He got hit by a car. How funny!" I'm like,
that's
funny.
That's crazy.
That's
no,
too far.
That's too far.
Okay. No, like, oh, look at these people falling down, or like, because I hate falling down. I fall down all the time.
What?
Oh man, when I used to deliver at my current job, I'm a salesman, but when I was like I used to deliver material, I'd fall off my delivery truck, all types of wild shit. Like, I'm
falling out of a car is funny though.
Yeah, I guess.
No, but, okay. Sorry, I apologize to the chat.
I'm deeply offended by this. No, but that's why I was saying when I was in the middle of saying racist jokes, I was saying these jokes don't work anymore. Like, you shouldn't. I honestly, I mean, I feel bad because like, you're right. Like, some people really feel that way, like, you know what I mean, like, what you're saying I agree with, so it makes it tough to like make a
silly joke about it.
Like an innocent silly joke, but
well, I'm glad you're on your best behavior tonight.
I mean, I'm trying, but back to Kickstarter, man.
Can we get Figure Report on here, just so you can just I remember you would just redirect all the insults to him. Well, you already did that, and he was in the chat. He wasn't even in here. Poor guy can't catch a break.
Poor guy.
Yeah, Daniel, thank you. Daniel, I slip and fall more than anyone I know. That shit is... We always make fun of Daniel slipping and falling. Or
that's not cool. He probably doesn't think it's fun to slip and fall.
Yeah, but he also knows that he can't... Like, it's drawn to him for some reason, and he can't get away from it.
Oh, he's uncoordinated? Yeah, okay figures, that's totally true. It's tough to make jokes when the current U.S. regiment makes it a serious thing. Yeah, no, I totally
yeah.
It's playing with fire. It's always not just like racism stuff, it's always been my nature just to say the most inappropriate thing like all the time. So like, it's hard for me to rewire sometimes. And when I'm comfortable with Kevin and the people in the chat, like, but again, I need to remember not everyone here, like my chat, people understand that I'm going to say the dumbest thing all the time.
Dude, but I'm with you, man. I see a lot of stuff going on. Like, I'm on Reddit. How do I put this? I was with some US friends a month ago, and they're like, how do you know so much about... That was the most Canadian sounding sentence I ever said. How do you know so much about what's happening in America? And I'm like, I see it in the news, and I see it on Reddit. Like, it's really terrible stuff going on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, like, people... I send it to Mario. I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? Like, people are getting picked up off the streets. just for being the wrong color skin, and like
Yeah,
it's
it's wild.
it's not about dangerous criminals anymore. It's just like a terrible, like, whatever, the mandate that's going down.
Yeah, like I have a coworker who's from Mexico, and like, it'd be like a pretty standard joke or whatever to be like, oh, I'm gonna call la migra on you. This is like the ICE from, like, I don't know, like before the ICE, right? Like just the immigration or whatever.
Okay.
And that'd be like a fairly like regular diss to kind of throw out there, but like when all
Is
this,
it?
I mean, again, like the workplace is kind of like those group chats,
Okay.
right? Like, so me and this person, we making fun of you. Oh, I'm gonna call la migra on you, whatever. And like, but now, like, I remember one time I said it early on before it got so crazy. It's like, man, someone's gonna call ICE on you. It's like, man, that didn't sound right, because that's like a reality. Like, this motherfucker. I was like, if ICE comes for this motherfucker, I'll run him over with my car. Like, you know what I mean? But it felt too real to say it. So like, I don't say that joke to him. I used to say that joke to him all the time, but it's like, yeah, it's not fun when it's too real.
It's yeah, I see, and it's like it seems to be moving through different parts of the US that I see. So yeah, I feel horrible for those communities, but it's cool to see when people stand up to those agents,
Yeah,
and protect people in the community.
for sure. No, it's dope. It's dope. Yeah, there's always a silver lining. You see people coming together and stuff. It's very cool. Oh man, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, I can't remember.
I had a good pickup today. Let me show this. I'm gonna change gears. Have you ever eaten Jollibee?
I have eaten Jollibee, but what the fuck? What's up with that sugary spaghetti or whatever?
I don't like it. That's not my thing.
Okay.
I don't get it. I'll just get the. Do they have mashed potatoes? Yeah, they have mashed potatoes. I'd rather get that. But I tried the spaghetti once. Not a fan of it. But I think that's just a cultural thing.
What culture? Because Jollibee is like an Asian thing, right? Like, I know a lot
Jollibee
of
is like a
Filipinos.
Filipino fried chicken.
Yeah, the fried chicken is always, fried. It's hard to fuck up fried chicken, but I don't know about yeah, spaghetti. I don't know. It's really weird, and then it's sweet and stuff. But
Yeah, the
what
sauce is a little sweeter.
yeah, but what about Jollibees? Why you bring up that shit?
Because I was able to acquire through a friend the Jollibee mascot, the
Oh,
bumblebee.
I see that you like
The
those
bag charm.
little cutesy, like, girl or little baby, or I don't know who those are for, but do you genuinely like those?
I like this one because it's Jollibee. I like the character, and because my wife is collecting all those Labubus and stuff.
Do you like them, or I'm not judging you? I'm asking genuine, but or do you just, is it cool to collect something with your wife?
It's cool that she's collecting stuff now because
Oh,
she's
okay.
like, oh, do I get a? She's on the Pop Mart app and she's buying. Should I buy this full case? And she's asking me, and I'm looking around my room, and it's like, what do you think the answer is? Yeah, buy
Yeah,
it.
nah, you
Who am I
better
to
not.
say no? You don't have, like, you should not be spending money on this. Meanwhile, I got like McFarlane Batman Returns here, and a whole bunch of stuff coming in, and it's like, who? So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see her. I don't know if I've brainwashed her or it's rubbing off, or it unlocks something. So she's collecting those, and those are hers. And I don't like to. I don't want to put them on my bag or anything. People out here, they cut them off your bag and they steal them because it's hanging from that fabric.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's
Yeah, so
whack.
they steal it like that. So I'm not gonna do those. She collects those. She has her own collection, but I'm like, okay, what's something like this that's cool? I want to get on the fun too, but like with a character that I think is cool. So I'm like, the Jollibee Bee is like, he's so awesome, and Jollibee
Cool.
rules. And this is from, you can only get this in the Philippines.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so my wife's friend, coworker, went to the Philippines, and like her dad got this. He went to the restaurant. You have to eat a meal just to be able to buy this at Jollibee. So he ate a Jollibee meal just so he could help me pick this up and then bring it back from the Philippines.
Oh,
And I
cool.
got this today.
Nice,
so-
nice.
This is one of my pickups this week that I'm very excited for.
I went to Disneyland this past weekend, and they have a whole store that used to be like it's still called the Disney Boutique, and it was more like art pieces and cool stuff like that. a big section of it transformed into various like designer blind bags and weird stuff. They even had like some of the Disney Labubus in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, and those I think those are pretty cool because I like Disney characters and I like plushies. So I'm like, yeah, those are cool. But my daughter only has one, and we're kind of scared to. They're too like blind bags are fun when they're cheap, and you could risk it and it's okay. But it's hard to risk it when they're $30, and you don't want you know what I mean. You don't want to get a double and whatever.
Some stores do like if they'll have an opened one. Maybe someone bought the first one, they didn't like it, and they're like, oh, I'll let you switch it for one time. And then they'll have an open one there. And then it's a trader. So like if someone gets another one, they're like, oh, I didn't like the one I got. I'll switch for that one.
Oh, they do that at Pop Mart?
Some stores do that. I don't know about Pop Mart. Like the main Pop Mart store probably doesn't, but like independent stores, that'll do that kind of stuff. So it takes a little bit, of that $30 or whatever price tag, just makes it a little bit more acceptable, I guess. Is that the right word?
Yeah, no, it makes it a little easier to enjoy it. It's not so like final and scary because like, you open one and you're like, oh man, I already have this. That sucks. Like
you have to pull the Rick Dom method and full case everything. Just buy the
Oh,
whole
Rick
case.
is a psychopath. Him and his wife were schooling us down about how to navigate all that. And then luckily, I mean, we're only doing it because my wife was into it kind of, but not enough to. She was just having fun with my daughter, watching the lives and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and luckily, my daughter heard that they were demons or something, and she's like, I don't want them anymore. Like
the monsters, the Labubus.
Yeah, she was like, it was funny night and day because like one day she was all into it, and they were watching the live streams, and then just like I felt like they're talking about it constantly. We're going to toy shows looking for them, going to the mall looking for them, and then it just stopped, like hard stop. And I've like never. She doesn't. Everything kind of just fades, but this was like a hard stop, and I was like thinking, hey, what happened to the Labubus? She's like, oh, I think I got what I need. I'm all got what you need. Like, yeah, right. Like,
Yeah,
did you hear
the supply? They ended up pushing out production a lot more because they were making so much money on it. But then people were flipping it for so much, so I think they increased production. They increased the price for sure. So that so they're taking back some of that extra cut, and then the ones that are rare, there's more flooding the market. People would buy a whole case just to see if they could get the rare one, and then if they didn't, they would flip each one individually so much, and it was flooding the market so much. You can go in Facebook Marketplace and get everything for retail. People were just lucky just to get their money back.
Crazy, yeah.
So maybe that's why, like, when she said, I got what I wanted out of it.
Well, she only got a few.
Yeah.
But I think she was just scared of what she heard or whatever. I think it was more about that because then it was like, remember there was like a little viral thing going on about them being evil, and yes, they do kind of look like Where the Wild Things are, but they're based on some, I don't know.
You can say it was a Chinese artist.
Oh, that's why I hated him as soon as I saw him.
I thought you just apologized for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh my God, back to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
What about like you had Odious plushies? Do you ever? I don't know if you have like extras, or if you would go back to factory and be like, hey, did you ever think there's this plush bag hanger fad that's going on? I already have something like this made. Should I get in on this? And Rick Dom will buy a whole case.
I know that's somebody brought that up, but like I think I'd have to enter into that world a little bit more because the plushies were a loss for me. Like I lost money on the plushies. Yeah, I mean, but it was an awesome experience. Like learning how to. That was really my first like toy making experience. You know what? That's probably the experience I should draw from when people ask, because literally I just went to Google and I put like how to produce an action or how to produce a plushie. And then it's like, I found a website. I was like, I'll just email these guys. I emailed them and they were like, yeah, show us what you need. We'll quote you. I was like, oh, it's that simple. It's just like normal work business,
Yeah.
And then,
it's like putting an order in.
Yeah, no, we went back and forth and she's like, oh, but you got to order this many. And it's, blah, 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 blah. Went back and forth on fabric samples and whatever. It cost me like 10 grand to do the first ones. Ooh. And, initially I sold like a bunch of them. I think like the first night was really cool because I put them up and I probably sold 250 of them or something. And like or maybe 150, because I think I had 500 total and I sold like 150 of them right away. And then after that, it was like nothing. So now, like, I give them away, or like I make them as a part of the bundle on the Kickstarter, little things like that. But some of my money from the Kickstarter with the Odious kind of went, because I had to get a loan for the plushies. So I had to pay that back with that. So whatever. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go into that again. It was cool, and I love the first one, but you heard wrong if you heard Odious is demonic. Get out of here, man. Back Odious, by the way. Can someone back a Odious figure? Let's see. I think I got one backer while on here. It'd be cool to get one more backer. Kevin, can you
just
implore?
one?
Maybe
one? Yeah, you guys should back the Kickstarter. We're on here tonight, right, to escape the harsh realities of everyday life, to talk about fun stuff like toys, and maybe we took a few missteps here and there, but there's cool stuff.
I stand by everything I said.
Okay, just let me get through this, and what better way? Wade came on to talk about the Kickstarter. He's putting a lot of work, blood, and sweats. Don't bleed on any random Odious stones, though, because that will curse you, as the lore goes, right?
Yeah, and if you get a Odious that has blood on it, it's just from my thumb. It's always decaying off my finger.
It is a variance. So it's up now. You have 15 days, I think, and then backing it unlocks. Well, I don't know why I'm just recapping it. I think it's a great project. You bring community people together to make it all look good and make it happen. And I think the cowboy is pretty dope with all the looks. Get a cowboy figure in your collection.
Again, like, I'm really proud of the way these are just prototypes and stuff, but I'm really proud of the way they look. I think they're going to be awesome if we could get them produced. And, like I said up top, like, this whole project was for people out there who love Odious. To be honest, I have these figures. I don't need them. I don't need to make them. I have them. They'll be on my shelf. But, so the whole reason why I'm doing this is for the people out there that want them. And, there are a lot of people that are fans of Odious that want to see this happen. So, I want to make it happen for you guys, but I can't do it alone. I need you guys to help support it. And, I totally understand if, like, $90 or $95 or $110 is too much money to spend on a 112 action figure. I totally get it. But if you want to support, please share it, share it on your social media. I don't care if you have 3 followers or 5 million followers, just share it, because you never know. You may get it in front of somebody that really likes it and goes and picks it up. And, it's all little, there's no such thing as like small help or not enough. Don't think that you don't have enough subscribers to help. I don't care if you have 2 subscribers. That just means you have 2 people you're probably personally connected to. Maybe one of them will like Odious. So post about it, talk about it. And also, if you want to actually contribute to the Kickstarter, but you can't afford the figures, or you don't think they're really worth it, but you still want to put some money into it, but you don't want to just throw free money out there, you get a head sculpt. Get an Odious head sculpt. They're hand painted by me. They're $35. And you could put them on your old Odious figures, or you could put them on your Mythic Legions or whatever. But it's like that's the reason why I put the skull face in there, to have like a lower level item for people to pick up. That doesn't break the bank, and it makes it easy for people to contribute, but also get something out of it. Oh, look at that. That's so crazy. This one? It's similar to that one. Yeah. Very similar, in fact.
Props to Henrock.
Morphic says, can we double up on bundles yet? Don't double up quite yet, because I'm gonna pretty soon here. I'm gonna do I'm just waiting to hear back from the factory, really, and then I'm gonna hopefully do a cheaper bundle pack.
Oh, and when would something like that? When do you expect to hear more about that?
I'm literally waiting for the factory to hit me up like now. Like, they're supposed to hit me up tonight.
Damn. Yeah, and then like working overseas, it's like you gotta, like, when do I email them? Are they awake? Do you want to send it when they're sleeping, and then they miss the email in the morning, and this and that?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a headache.
Yeah, for sure. But that's the benefit of having Dave, because he's kind of,
Does he speak Chinese? I'm like, he's been posting he's over there and he's like, oh, I want to shout out my team and this factory and this, and I'm wondering, like, he's working there so much now. Do you have a sense, like, can he speak like Mandarin now or something?
I don't think so. So last week I talked with him. He was at the factory. I talked with him and one of the factory people, like the lady who kind of does the whole deal. Yeah. I talked to them on the phone for like 2 hours, and the lady speaks pretty decent English, especially considering, she's not in America, she's over there.
Right.
She's like, her English was impressive, and but still it's not perfect. But Dave is really good. Like, he's really good at like finding different ways to communicate certain things to them in a way they could understand. Like, just use different words. Like, he'll be like, oh, we want this, and then she'd be like, huh? Like, you could totally tell like that a word in there was throwing her off.
It's a skill. It's a skill to like speak to somebody knowing like English is their second language, and how can I present it to them that's structured in a way like their native language would have worked.
Yeah.
So yeah,
for sure. And there was a couple of instances that he did that where like he would say something and then they would go, oh, like, made it obvious that she didn't really understand, or she would say something and be totally off, and then he'd go, no, this is what we're doing, and he'd say it again, just slightly different words or whatever. And then, yeah, you're right, it is a skill, because she'd be like, oh, no, I don't know, and then he'd try it again with slightly different words, and he would get there eventually. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. That's the big value of Dave, being able to communicate with people in China.
Interesting. That's what I was curious about. I was looking at photos that kept popping up on IG all week.
And I don't know for sure. Maybe he does know some. Maybe he meets them halfway. But like when I spoke to them on the phone, we were all speaking English until like an engineer or something would. Like, it's funny because the lady, English. She probably speaks more than just 2 languages, but she's like working her way through English very slowly, saying things wrong, and then like an engineer comes in and the tone totally changed. She's like, her and the engineer are screaming at each other in their language, and it's like all crazy. And then back to
like a lunch order.
Yeah,
they're like, what do you want? No, I don't want Pizza Hut again.
Yeah, they're going wild. And then she comes back, oh, so Ronin and this and that. But then she turns around, and then you hear the bad dude in the background, and then you're right, at one point they're all, we got to go to lunch.
So are we about done, or are you paying for lunch to work through noon?
Jay, shout out to Jay, who just backed the Kickstarter, and then he left a comment saying that he did. I saw his pledge come through, and Jay,
member for 21 months. Thank you, and I will also thank you on Wade's behalf too. Or no, you know what? You thank him.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jay. Sorry, I was trying to think. Did you push us over 7,400? 74,000. I think you did. Yeah, we were at 73 something. So yeah, you pushed us over 74,000. So thank you, man. Nice. Do you mind if I answer a question in the chat randomly?
Please do.
Justin says, would you ever do a night? I do want to do a night, but it would be I kind of have this idea where it'd be like a furry body with night parts. So it'd be really like individual, like a one-time kind of sculpt thing. So like it would require a whole new sculpt, but I definitely want to do a night. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but if you did like something like what Henrock did here, that would be a whole new body too, right? Or you'd just put armor on top of the base buck?
No, I'd want to do a new body, but like you see how like, the armored figures, the armored characters have like chainmail, or like it's different plates of armor that kind of meet up. I'd want fur coming out, not actual fur, but like sculpted fur coming out of those areas. Yeah. So that it's Odious under, not just a generic like character, Hell but yeah. That looks fucking so awesome. Does Henrock, does that soft goods cape come with that figure?
I think he showed it off is that the same cape he showed off last week? Henrock, if you're still here, he showed it. I think he got it at Legion's Con.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he showed me
a cape.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. Jordan from Canada says Henrock is a rising star in the community. Dude, he is not a rising star. He is risen.
Oh, he has risen.
He is risen.
Like our Lord and Savior.
He hath.
He
hath rose.
Hath rose.
He hath rose. Okay, he's there.
I think I remember. Henrock buying that cape. I remember because I was all, "Hey, Henrock, watch my table real quick," and then I walked off, and I walked back, and he's off buying a cape somewhere at a different table. So, God damn it. No, I'm
Booth
just
selling
kidding.
capes. The Risner. What's up, man? Beats Boy.
Oh, that dude, man, Beast Boy is hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. In the chat all the time. I met
Oh,
him
he
in
pisses me
person.
off in the chat. He's hilarious in person, though.
He be rising, says Toy Malarkey. Josh Brown says, "Did that figure I sent show up yet?"
I don't think so, Josh. I'll check. I'll check tomorrow, but I don't think so.
There you go. Cap Lives. Cap Lives is another great photographer. So like,
Yeah, he
Cap
is.
Lives, Henrock,
Ooh.
Brad
Alex
Harper.
Richardson.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with him, but I've seen his stuff come up here and there, and he's great too. But like, I just want to say, like, Henrock doing stuff for you, and some other pro stuff. Brad Harper got a thing with Premium DNA
Yeah.
he showed this week.
Very
Like
cool.
that's cool to see these names that that I recognize, that I see in the chat, like this stuff happening for them, and it just goes to show that I know I have a good eye for toy photography, because the photos and the photographers that I enjoy are, getting those jobs. That doesn't mean I have the talent to do it, but at least it's like, hey, in my brain, at least I
You know
might
what's
know,
good.
I know what I like, and it makes sense. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense in itself.
You're saying you're like in the realm of this kind of stuff. Like you're not like you. Not to say you're as skilled as Henrock, but I'm saying you know what's good, basically.
Yeah, I can recognize it. I just can't do it.
Yeah, no, yeah, same here. I try the best I can, and I think sometimes I get lucky. Like I do like my cowboy shots, but
I like the lighting on your photos. It's cool.
thank you.
It's great. It's like playing fantasy basketball, but for toy photography.
Mm.
Although I don't know if you could do a draft for that.
You know
That
who
might be
else is
tough.
dope is What Up Danger. He's one of my favorites, along with Henrock. And so as far I call
Who's
these
What Up
guys
Danger?
newer guys. I don't know how people have been around, but yeah, like What Up Danger, Henrock, Sergeant Bananas. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, that's a new guy. He like just started getting good.
He's and then no, who else?
Oh, What Up Danger? Okay, follow back. I didn't know he was following. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, he's a fucking psychopath, actually. He pisses me off. You know
what is
what?
this?
I take back everything nice I said. I think he's got some digital stuff going on in there, but if you check the behind the scenes, he does have actual like what the fuck? This is America, baby.
No, man, this is GoldenEye. GoldenEye, remember 006? Did you watch GoldenEye?
No, I played the game.
Oh yeah, come on. Right before he gets shot and he goes, "For England, James." And then
shit.
pop.
Oh damn. Like pop.
Yeah.
No, he's crazy. He's super crazy. Like look at that. Even that Silver Surfer, just a simple like shot. I don't know if he has a digital diorama or what the hell's going on, but that's crazy right there.
But you know what this
Dr.
is?
Doom. Huh?
And Henrock does this really well too. Knowing your canvas. This is like framed for Instagram, social media.
Yeah.
So in that 4:5 ratio, they've maximized that space.
Yeah.
So there's like no dead space. Everything's contained in there nicely. Like
Yeah.
those are the ones where you go, okay, like the effort is made to kind of really fill in the entire frame that you're looking at, and they do it so well.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of super talented guys, but yeah, What Up Danger and Henrock have been some of my favorites of the more recent stuff, last couple years.
Everyone that wasn't on like the old ACBA Facebook group when I was still in there, I call them new people.
Yeah. And shout out to Art with Toys too. He's one of my favorites. He's gonna get back into the game here pretty soon. I'm looking forward to that.
What does this mean? Hey, you have? Oh, I have my photography. I do.
Oh, that's right. That's super cool. On
Thanks
that
for reminding me.
Little Asian cat toy or something, right?
I don't think there's a race.
Oh.
It's from Arthur. Is Arthur Asian?
Oh, I don't know. I'm out of here.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
I just had to close my door. No, that's super cool that you did that, man. That's awesome.
Thank you. I had it here somewhere. I didn't leave it. I just don't check it as much as religiously as I used to. Facebook is I don't know. I don't go on Facebook much anymore.
I forget that I even have the Facebook app.
You know what's the worst? Threads. I feel like
Oh,
every time Instagram tries to suggest a Threads thread, it's deliberate rage bait to like someone's making like an outrageous statement and then people
yeah.
are just like, that's wrong. You're obviously stupid and this and that. And every time the title gets me and I click on it and I go, I shouldn't have done that. This is
me
just
too.
manufactured engagement. And then I hate Threads for that.
1-6 Shooter is obviously one of the greats too. I often forget to mention him, but obviously he's amazing. And when I remember how amazing he is, I think about all these fucking independent toy companies that would be failing if it wasn't for him. And
dude,
yeah,
toy photography is such a huge part of marketing toys. I don't understand why. Well, would you say the big companies are getting more into it now?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, obviously with Shooting the Galaxy, he does a great job for
Yeah.
Hasbro. Also, Mattel, like they put a lot of effort into their Masterverse or all their promo and stuff for their He-Man Masters of the Universe stuff is like really, really good. Like lots of pictures and stop motions and all kinds of fun stuff. And Mezco doing their thing. I feel like Marvel
Mondo
Legends
is incredible.
Mondo? Oh yeah, Mondo. I wonder who does that. Like the one whoever took the Donatello pictures, they fucking killed it.
So they have Brandon, who is
Toy
Posable Productions, also known as Batman the Articulated Series. He does he did trading cards of toy photography. So he does like the Batman stuff, the X-Men stuff.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And then there's somebody, I believe his name is Raul, who does like the Mondo Motu, and I believe that the Donatello photos.
Yeah, the Donatello photos, the light was crazy.
Yeah. We gotta get. I wonder what Sergeant Bananas is up to.
Did he used to do Mondo stuff? I know he
used to do Super 7.
Yeah, he used to do Super 7. Yeah, and he used to make those pieces of shit look decent.
Oh, that's not a dig on him. Okay.
No, not at all. Okay.
No, I was preparing for a dig. That's me. That was me projecting it. I thought you were, calling whatever he was doing pieces of shit.
No. Sergeant Bananas. I love Sergeant Bananas stuff. I always repost his stuff, and I'm always saying shit like this motherfucker's been one of the best for like 20 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. 100%. He took a picture of a quarter scale NECA Leonardo years ago.
In the field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the tall grass or wheat or whatever it is.
Crazy. Looks like the movie.
One of my favorites.
Did you see the one he did recently of Caesar? And it's like a remake of one he did years ago. Yes. I thought it was the movie. I was oh shit, is there a new Planet of the Apes? And then I saw that it was him. I was all fuck.
Yeah, and you don't want him to, because of how he is, you don't want to give him praise.
Oh yeah.
So
you don't like.
And I always want to type it in the comments, but I feel like people won't get the joke. Kind of like our stream tonight.
Oh yeah.
The people are gonna scroll through and like, oh, why is toying around talking shit? That guy sucks.
Oh,
but really, like this. If someone scrolled through this and saw The Fallen Fett, there's a couple things wrong. Message me. They'll think he's a bit of a douchebag, but they don't know their dynamic, right? So I don't want to do that anymore. Johnny and I will send it to each other privately. But yeah, what figure is this?
I think that's a Hot Toys or something. Or you know what? I think that may be like a third party thing. And then of course Trevor. Yeah, Trevor is great for sure. Oh, Pablo. Yeah, Trevor, good call. Pablo is amazing. Oh, he does Savage Crucible? That's cool.
And Plunderlings? Yeah, you know what? I might be mistaken. Like a lot of the independent smaller ones are employing really great toy community photographers, and I think the companies are starting to see that too. What better way, remember as a kid you open up a comic book and you saw drawings of like whatever gadgets they're trying to sell you. Like what better way to sell a superhero or a character than to have dope shots of the figure doing stuff.
I just hope that these companies aren't trying to like take advantage of anybody,
Oh, because I hope people are getting their checks.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because that shit is whack. Like sometimes companies will try to be like, oh, you know, we're popular or whatever, and they'll put it like a like a like it's a like they're doing you a favor by allowing you to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, nah, fuck that. Like, yeah. So all these guys that we mentioned can do better than anybody that works at any of those companies.
Aaron Figures is killer. Is that what this is?
I haven't heard of them. Let me see if we got any new backers.
PL Toy Box is great and does a Savage Crucible. Simeon TS? That can't be right. That doesn't sound right.
No, Simon Toast.
Okay. Sergeant Bananas is doing some work with Premium DNA. There you go.
Yeah, I think he did that same little whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know that Dog Night thing. We talked about it yesterday. I'm not familiar. Hell yeah. Yeah, about to wrap it up soon. Anyone have any final questions about the Kickstarter before we get out of here? I know you just got home from work. Thank you for hopping on so promptly. Let me pull up the Kickstarter.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. I really do appreciate it. It's always fun coming on here.
Oh, Aaron Figures is sorry, Rick. Can you hear the attitude in this message?
Yeah, Rick is crazy.
Aaron Figures is a photography account.
Relax, Rick. You just be cool, man. You don't need to be all.
I'm projecting again. Rick, come back to stream on Wednesday.
But yeah, everyone, you know, those of you in the chat, I know there's a lot of familiar names that are already aware of Odious and are already helping it and all that kind of stuff. I do appreciate everyone's support. Please continue to share the excitement, share the posts. We got 15 more days. These next 15 more days we have to like kick it up a notch if you guys want to see these things get made. And for those of you that are on the fence, again, please consider just taking a look at the Kickstarter. Maybe you'll get a close look and you'll want to get them. So yeah, please check it out. Let me know if you have any questions about the Kickstarter, about the Odious figures, about future plans. I'm doing live streams constantly on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere I can. Doing live streams with other people, all kinds of good stuff. So feel free to ask me. You could hit me up directly to ask me. You could email me. You can ask me during the live stream. Any questions about Odious, I'm more than happy to answer. Huge shout out to Henrock for taking the awesome Odious army pictures that I posted on Instagram. And then also huge shout out to Lethal Collector, who did some really amazing posing videos for me. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who's helping out in that way, and I appreciate everyone out there who's sharing and doing their thing and that's already backed it. You guys are awesome.
Sweet. Hey man. I'm sure this will be very successful, but I do want to wish you good luck, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
And smooth sailing with production and everything, because you know it's a volatile game out there globally too. So
it's hard to make toys even when things aren't crazy. So
do you find yourself I know you've had different conversations now, like you've had Ryan Ting on, you've had Dan on after the first Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And do you find it more relatable to talk about figures now? Do you find yourself equally as critical or less critical when you see something that's put out on the market now and you're like, that's not great?
Nah, I think I'm probably more critical because I'm like, you know, like I'm not saying Odious is perfect, you know, like I made a figure that's I'm pretty proud of. And I think to myself, like, you know, I had such limited resources and I was still able to kind of get pretty close to what I wanted. Like, so I'm like, come on, man. Like, you guys got billions of dollars. Like, make the fucking figure right. But I know it's not always that simple. So, I would say it probably hasn't affected too much of how I look at other figures. Because it's I'm in a totally different league, totally different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's when it comes to that kind of stuff, it's just it's hard to compare. So, yeah.
Cool, man. Do you still have time to do reviews, or right now it's just Odious?
Right now it's just been Odious, and like, yeah, reviews have been really slow. Hopefully this weekend I can knock out a couple because I have a shitload. People keep sending me shit to review. So So I got to get on that.
Must
but
be nice.
it is nice, but it's overwhelming, and it's also like it's it's a little depressing because I get some cool shit and I like, I want to review it. I just don't have time, and especially because like I need to be okay just knocking reviews out as opposed to being so like critical over things no one cares about. I got to get past that and just knock things out. So hopefully this weekend I can knock out some cool reviews and because I don't know, I don't want to just have odious content all the time because I don't want people to get sick of it. So I need to mix in some other stuff. But like I said, only 15 more days to go, and I'm going to be pushing hard. So help me out, you guys.
Hell yeah. The link to the Kickstarter is in the YouTube video description to make it easy for you to go click on it now or on the replay. Make sure you check it out there and follow Wade over on YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Unparalleled Universe.
Unparalleled Universe. Here we go. I think it's linked. Have you used this collaborate feature on YouTube?
I used it just for the first time with Lethal Collector.
Okay, how did that, like, you have to send them a link, right?
Yeah, like you do. Well, on the YouTube studio, you could go like collab with whatever.
Yeah.
And then you put their name in there, and then then you send them a link. They click it, they accept it. He posted the videos and he collaborated with me. So I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. Like I see them in my like studio app.
Oh, cool.
But like in their own little section. They're like in the collab section.
Oh, okay.
So that is
I think
cool.
there's an option to share statistics or something like that.
Yeah, and I like watch. I'll show you. I could see like some stuff, but nothing like I don't get notified for comments or anything like that.
Right.
I just like they're kind of just right here in this little collection folder. See right there?
Cool.
Like right here. Oop. See? Oh no, it says collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
that's all. Like I don't know if they're on my feed. I don't even check. Are they on my feed or how does that?
We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's a new thing. I have I just finished a video. It's gonna go up on Patreon first. People over there can watch it first, ad free. I got a review sample of the Mask Loyal Subjects.
Oh, cool.
Thunderhawk. So this is the 2025 release, made by Loyal Subjects, licensed from Hasbro. So I have a copy of it here to review. I've got my original one. So you've got some side by sides and talk about like who is this line really for?
I don't know. Sounds like you. Just you.
Well, I just threw that box. Go watch the video to find out. I've got some reviews over there. Thank you everyone who is a supporter over there, channel members. Go back the Kickstarter this side, and anything else before we get out of here?
Nope, that's it. Back to Kickstarter. Let's make it happen.
Oh, before we go, if you had a chance, any canceled artist, but you can listen to one of their songs without any criticism from the world.
Yeah, I saw you asking this shit, and I was like, "The fuck, Kevin."
I feel like that's your initial response to everything I post, but when we get to the meat of it, like what?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Do you care about stuff like that?
I do. I don't listen to none of those people that do crazy shit. As soon as I hear some, when I love hip hop, right? So like, you already kind of have to assume. Like, I listen to certain rappers that they've been telling me for 20 years that they're pieces of shit, right? So like, you do kind of expect certain, like low moral activity.
I never even thought of it that way. I'm like,
yeah,
it's just the music.
Well, yeah, but you expect a low, like if you find out Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang sold drugs, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, he's said that several times. Like, can't get too mad.
Yeah.
But there is a line, right? So like anything with children or rape or anything, to me, you get that shit out of here. You cross the line, the artist is dead to me. So like, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I haven't listened to R. Kelly in 20 years because since Aaliyah, basically. Yeah, I was like early on, like that doesn't look right at all, you guys. But but a canceled artist. So one artist I'll tell you that I miss because he was one of my favorite rappers. He's kind of underground though, so you may not have heard of him. Some people in the chat may have heard of him, And this is an artist that every now and then I actually go back and check up on his cases to see if maybe he was innocent after all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so much I love this rapper back in the day. His name was you probably never heard of him, but his name is C-Ray's Walls.
You are correct.
Yeah, he's a New York rapper. Do you remember that show on MTV where some dude took some white dude and he trained him how to be a rapper? It was called like How to Be a Rapper.
Okay.
And
no, but
it
I'll
was
go with it.
It was one of those MTV shows from back in the day, like around the time of Pimp My Ride and whatever. This guy C-Ray's Walls was the host on there, and he walked around, showed this kid how to be a rapper. But when I was in high school, I was such a huge fan of this dude, and then he did something that crossed that line, and I like had to get rid of all of his shit. And like I get sad when I think about it because I catch myself singing his songs. I like grew up on him, and it's like no more. Like I want to go back and listen. So I thought about that guy when you posed that question.
It's unfortunate, but people do stupid shit, and then
like can you go listen to I Believe I Can Fly?
I haven't for a long time.
Oh, okay.
But once in a while you talk about Space Jam, and sometimes it's like you hear a certain sequence of words that somebody says, and obviously your brain connects that to a song, and then you go, I believe nope
don't do
stop.
it.
You can't. No. But and I'm not like, this is I was dealing with some stuff this week, and that's when Puff Daddy and the Family, that song came up, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like, no, I can't. I'm
can't do it.
Can't
go
do
listen
it.
to Crossroads.
Like, that sucks. Okay, Crossroads.
Right.
All right.
That was the other thought that came to my mind when you were talking about that, is that I understand like people get connected to certain songs, but there's so many good songs, so many talented musicians out there. You can listen. There's someone else you could listen to that could convey that feeling that you get from I'll Be Missing You. But I'll Be Missing You is a very special song. But like, it kind of loses some of its shine when you hear like, oh, Puff Daddy, had Biggie killed and all this crazy shit.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, all right, and like you kind of feel like you've been tricked or something.
Yeah, all of these songs, it's been right in my face this whole time.
Yeah. See, that's why people, and this goes back to the toy thing, that's why people should listen to underground music, like independent music from people that haven't been corrupted yet. Same thing with toys. Support independent artists who aren't controlled by anything. No, this is serious. I really feel this way, that it's important to support like independent people, because like they haven't been like spoiled or ruined yet. Like everybody famous is spoiled and ruined. Every big company that deals with billions of dollars is spoiled and ruined. It just is what it is. Like their decisions are going to be spoiled. Their maybe in some cases their morals are spoiled. That's just the case. The bigger things are. So that's why I'm like, support independent things. There's so many dope independent, like Odious or comics or music. There's so much out there. But people are used to supporting the big stuff and buying. Erwin Papa, shout out to Erwin Papa, super independent ground level artist.
Erwin.
He grinds. He's at every show selling his shit, doing his thing. Support him instead of buying a Marvel comic that fucking sucks anyways. Like, yeah,
I supported his the Kickstarter, one of the books. They just didn't ship international, unfortunately, so I got a digital copy.
That's awesome. You still supported though. Hell yeah.
Yeah, his stuff is awesome. That whole project is super cool. Guys, go check out Erwin. And he had some stuff with Josh Brown at Legions Con too. They had some artwork on stickers too.
Yeah,
You'll love to see it.
Yep.
All right. Nice tangent to round it off. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night and keep toying around. Peace. Now I was gonna sing a song. Now I can't even pick one.
Are you still on?
In about 3 seconds.
Oh, you'll be okay.